Oh, what's up? Welcome to the Inspired Vibes Lounge. This is episode number 185, and I am Adam Choit. Please subscribe at Inspired Vibes Lounge on Instagram if you want to follow there. I'm at Adam Choit on all the things. AdamChoit.com will send you to my link tree. Let's get started. We have a guest today. She's from Florida, whatever you want to call it. She's from the Forest Mommy universe, the FMU. So part of that whole fun world. Let's bring in CD McCrae. What's up?
Hey, y'all.
Oh, what's
good? Man.
I don't think. How are you?
I'm good. I'm up. It's yes, I'm in Florida, so it's 11:30, which is a little bit past my bedtime, but I'm super stoked to be here, which I can be here.
I appreciate it. Stay on as long as you like, and we'll talk about what direction we could take this in. So I definitely appreciate you hanging late. I don't think, have we ever been on a stream before? I don't think so. Or have we? Were we?
No. Of all the streams, all the streams, no, I don't think we've ever been on one together, which is crazy.
Yeah,
we were in chats together.
Yeah, chats and Twitters and I've seen you a handful of
Discords.
times on Discords and Forest Mommy's on Forest Mommy's stream. So yeah, I'm like, oh, she seems like a cool person. Let's see if she can get on, and we connected and reconnected. What's up, Duke in the chat there, and JC's saying hello to everyone, and Forest Mommy, of course. Aww. We are on opposite coasts. That is true. So you're where in Florida are you? You don't have to dox yourself.
No, it's cool. So it's easier geographically. I am an hour southeast of Orlando.
Southeast.
So I'm on the beach. I live like 10 minutes from the Atlantic Ocean. It's pretty cool. I'm originally from Louisiana, so I've been in Florida since 2023, and yeah, it's a little place called Melbourne, Florida. I love it.
So you spent your whole life in Louisiana up until then?
Correct.
Did you near New Orleans? I've never been to Louisiana. I've never been to New Orleans or.
You should definitely go to New Orleans. Everyone should go once in your life.
How you say that word? Those words?
New Orleans.
New Orleans? Is that how they say it there?
That's how it's pronounced. I don't know how other people say it, but we say it the right way.
Yeah.
What?
Go on. No, I had stupid questions, but you go on first.
So New Orleans, some people call it that. New Orleans. That's hard. Everywhere you go, it's a really fun city and beautiful and full of really interesting history. Being one of the oldest port cities in America. But no, to answer your question, I'm not from there originally. I'm from the middle of nowhere, Louisiana. And then I spent the majority of my adulthood, so from the time I was 18, in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Okay.
So that's where Cajun. So if you remember Swamp People, maybe not. That's cool.
Maybe. Swamp Thing, this TV show?
No.
People in Washington, D.C.?
That would make sense. But the name's already been trademarked, unfortunately, by a bunch of Cajun people that had tags to kill alligators in Louisiana. And a team of camera people followed them around season to season, killing alligators. Because you only get like a month in Louisiana to do it. And people make a lot of money. And it's generational. So people who have the tags pass them on. And yeah, because it's like it was a big deal. It's a big deal to have gator tags. They're only issued, only so many are issued, and only so many people can get them. Anyway, so like literally, they live on the swamp. Like they don't go to town. They just live on the land. And
they rough around the edges, kind of rednecky swamp people, or is it
Adam,
just the name?
You would need subtitles to understand them.
I could see game gators like that.
Yes,
kind of thing?
Yes, but so have you ever seen the movie Joe Dirt?
Not a long time ago, I think. David Spade was in that, right?
So yes, that's David Spade, and there's a famous scene in there where he meets an old Cajun man who is trying to ask him, what are you looking for, son? How can I help you? And David Spade just keeps mishearing him. And at some point he says, oh, so you like to see homos naked? That's cool, man. And he says, no, home is what you make it. And
home is what you make it.
Yeah. And so, but that is like a really good representation of it's a caricature, but of the Cajun accent. It's its own thing. It's its own dialect of French. It's its own thing. So that's where I went to college, and that's my favorite part of Louisiana is that
Lafayette. Yeah, that's a real city, a real place from what I gather. There's a college there. I've heard of it. That's not as swampy. Not that swampy's bad.
Oh, it's very swampy.
It is
campus,
swampy.
My campus has a swamp on it. No lie. It's right there in the middle, and they have entire marine biologists that come and study, and they grow things in it, and they hatch things, and they watch, and they test it and study behaviors. It's like so neat that's in the middle of our campus. It is a full ecosystem. And
there was lots of swamp ass, says Forrest Mine.
I mean, it's hot. It's so no breeze, and it is so hot. It is
humid. Yeah. Humidity.
Yes. So yes, the humidity is it's crazy. So but it was like a really, really, really fun place to go to school.
So you went from one humid state to another humid state.
Right. And that was one thing Duke was like, I don't have to warn you that it's hot here, because you are used to the hot. You have a proclivity for the humidity, yes. So yeah, moving to Florida was nothing.
I was gonna ask, what was the biggest challenge in terms of transitioning, moving from Louisiana? Because you said you were there your whole life, and then you move into. I mean, it's not super duper far away, and the humidity's there.
Oh, but it's
cultural.
Yeah, it might as well be Germany or New York. I think they just because it's below the Mason-Dixon line does not make it south. You know what I mean?
Right.
There are definitely parts of.
Yeah, you're saying there's Jews there. I got you. In Florida.
So many. And where I come from, I knew one growing up, and that was a half Jew. He was he went to Catholic school. And so he only went, so so that part's new. And I just miss the culture. In Louisiana, especially in South Louisiana, we celebrate everything. We have a rice festival, frog festival, we have a crawfish festival, po' boy fest. If it's an object that you can eat in Louisiana, a boudin festival, it is celebrated. And it is celebrated.
You said frogs?
Oh, the frog festival is the biggest festival in Rain, Louisiana. Absolutely.
I didn't even know. I didn't know you were talking about eating them. I thought you just. I was like, are we talking about eating them, or are we talking about just
big frogs? Huge frogs.
Are they genetically engineered, genetically modified frogs?
I don't know if they've been touched yet. I'm not sure. Maybe so. I haven't been frogging since I was a little kid, but
hormone frogs, hormone injected frogs. Hey, it's okay with me. You get more meat on the. It tastes like chicken, right?
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Exactly. And frog legs tastes just like chicken. Absolutely.
I've had them a handful of times when I've been on a cruise with my family. That's what they serve, frog's legs for appetizer, one of the nights or whatever. That's my frog's legs. Yeah. Is it frogs expensive? Is that why they're not?
No, not necessarily, but they are, I don't know. It's not something that you can get everywhere. Let's just say that. So when you can get a good one, and you can find some that a restaurant or someone that can do them well, that's good, because they're not everywhere sells them. Not everywhere wants to deal with frogs.
Do you think that I could be the first? Because I probably would be the first Jew swamp person, and that says the alligator people, the alligator hunters, first Jew swamp person.
Yes, but I think you could. I think you'd be just fine. They'd be like, this guy, he's gonna make it.
I could be the Jackie Robinson of swamp people by doing
Who am I to ever quash that dream? Absolutely.
Hey, I'm open to some different professional possibilities at the moment, so you never know where
that would make a
things can
podcast.
go.
Let me tell you something. That's a podcast. I think you just figured out your next venture.
Maybe I'll get one of these swamp people on to talk about what they do. They're making boots. Is that primarily what they do with the gator?
No. They just sell them to the people. They just catch them and sell them
as pets.
Oh no. Very dead. But like, so
dead
they
gators?
have, so they may sell them to a skin person. They may sell them to, there's only so many businesses that they can sell this to. They can buy it. It's all very, very regulated, heavily.
But what are they doing with the gators? It's food and it's clothing.
Food and clothes. Oh yeah, all of it. So
but they sell the whole gator. They're not filleting the gator. They got to stick it on ice or something.
If some parts of the meat, yeah. If it's going, let's say New York or LA. There was a while there where Cajun food was like on every menu and everyone was going crazy for it, and people were paying astronomical prices for like crawfish etouffee, and they had a gator in that, and for a while there those gators are going for like crazy money because you can't if you have to ship them to another coast, it costs a lot of money, but they'll pay top dollar if it's like trending, and it was for back in when the swamp people stuff was going on. It was a big so yes, it can, or you could ship it to New Orleans, which is 2 hours away.
I'm gonna go out to dinner and eat the gator, but before I go to dinner, I'm gonna buy the boots so I can
then you'll
be appropriate.
That's the only way to go. Cannibalize the whole situation.
Is it weird that like Slash the guitar, Slash the guitar player, Guns N' Roses, he's like big into like reptiles and animals and stuff. And I think isn't he worn like gator boots over the years, but he also has like reptiles. Is that a weird thing that you can? I guess not.
If it comes from like those guys, sold the whole gator. So I mean, if it's getting killed anyway, and the whole thing's getting used, it's when they just kill it for the skin and then leave all that meat behind. That is terrible.
You gotta be like the natives with the buffalo kind of thing.
Exactly. That's how they look at it. Like, and keeping the gator population down is good for the ecosystem.
Yeah.
And like I said, you only get 1 month to hunt them. So it's not like this is like an all the time thing. So no alligators are going extinct or endangered in Louisiana.
It's like deer everywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
You probably got deer too. Deer.
So much deer.
I think deer are in every state.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, if I was a deer should run for political office because there's so many that they could get the votes.
They could swing every state. Every state would swing deer. That would be a great mascot. That would be a great political mascot, a deer.
I'm gonna identify as a deer and then run for office. What's well we'll get it. We could get into the sneaker stuff. But is there anyone or is there anything else that's been inspiring to you particularly lately?
No, not necessarily. I mean I'm a teacher on summer vacation, so I'm just looking to be inspired by nonsense.
So what about your students? Do you have any students? Do you like your students or some of them?
I do. I teach some pretty cool kids. Yeah. I teach middle school, so they're all shithead.
Tough. Yeah, that was my least favorite. That's probably my least favorite age of all time. Now that I think about it,
you are your worst, like you're your worst self at 12, 13 years old. I
think so.
Like that's the worst that you're gonna get. So hopefully you can grow from that and like become a better person as you grow into adulthood. And some people are stunted. Some people are and like I can see it where like people are stunted here, and like in adulthood they don't make it. So I can totally see how. So I try to be a light, in all this darkness, and I teach in Florida, so I don't really have to worry with all that weird stuff other people do. In fact, our pendulum is so long the other way. We're like I can't even read any books or assign any books because they're all banned. So whatever.
Wait, well, I didn't. First of all, I didn't get stunted at 12 or 13.
No, thank God.
I'm stunted at 14. It's probably more accurate. 14. You too. You say I'm not putting out an audio, but I'll. You were saying that a bunch of books are banned in Florida. Are we talking about like the subversive books that are the classics? Or are you talking about like the children's porn books? Which ones?
Well, those are definitely banned.
Well, that's good.
Those are so we got that. But yes, there are classics that I'm like, I was mature enough to read this when I was their age, and now we're not.
Banned from middle school and high school, or
yeah. And no, it's for middle school, and then they get into high school. But some of those books that aren't banned for high school, we were reading in middle school, and I think that it would be. And I'm like, we're really, we're not letting them progress well when you don't mature them right now. Like, yes, these are funny words. Like, yeah, when you hear the word penis, in middle school was it's, just get it out, go laugh. But if we don't expose them to that now, when they're 16 and they hear it, and I'm not saying grooming, and penis probably isn't a good word. Like,
it's scientific. I get where you're going.
Like if it's Old English and it's Charles Dickens and it has the word prostitute in it. Like, I'm not here to like teach kids about what prostitutes are, but I think that there's ways to just gloss over it. You know what I mean? Like, and just not address it as opposed to making a big deal about it. And
that's wild. Kids are already know all this shit already because
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They all have
they're not
phones.
learning it. They're not learning it. Like kids learn curse words and foul language, but I think what maybe you could learn from them in a literary sense is that the purpose of them is for emphasis and to emphasize or exaggerate or to make a bold statement, not to really use every other word. My theory, my feeling about people who curse a lot or people who don't, I think as long as you're authentic, like, right. Obviously, maybe there's a time and a place and an appropriateness to certain aspects of our society. I guess I can grant you that. But I think when people force it, sometimes you might see a comedian or someone on a stream or something, just like kind of not being their authentic selves. But I think as long as you're being authentic, that's why I love all different kinds of comedians, and I could love and appreciate all different kinds of comedy, because as long as someone is being authentic, like okay, you're the nervous energy guy on stage. You're the cursing person. You're the obscene person. You're the girl who's talks about her sex life all the time, but you're being at least authentic, like to yourself. That's like a big thing.
That's what inspires me about them, because they are 13. So a lot of times they're trying to show off in front of their friends, but a lot of times you'll get those glimpses of like who they are, and you can tell like kind of if they stay on a solid path, like where they'll end up. Like I have a couple of them, and I was like, don't ever be in customer service. You're really bad at this. Like, love you, kid. Like, you're gonna be all right, but just don't go into customer service.
Well, not right now, but maybe they could. You mean like right now for any kind of job? Even.
They show yes, you're right. They could grow and they could learn for sure. But it's pretty telling, it's the same type of person who never grew up after and like still like yells really loud at the drive-through window person, like probably shouldn't be in customer service. They're
on the right side of that window. They're on the right side of that window, I suppose.
Right.
In that
So
regard.
never want to, be a deterrent to someone's dream. At the same time, it's probably good to give the kids a sense of reality, because a lot of times they don't live in it at all. They have no idea. And no one does at that age. Who does? So it's just, that's when it's parents, when they want to parent, which is tough because most of them don't. But that's when it takes an adult in their life to tell them that, like, you either need to change your attitude or change your dream, because you cannot achieve your dream with that attitude.
Yeah. How many dreams have you deterred over the years?
Hopefully enough to change the world for the better. You're going to end up an evil villain, kid. Please stop doing that.
Yeah,
Or-
you can spot those evil villain kids, huh?
oh my God. Yes. And there are some that I'm like, you need to learn how to take orders because you're going to take them for 25 to life at some point.
Yeah, I wonder how many of my classmates are in prison now.
Dude,
I
it's
kind of
crazy.
lost
Like,
track of how
like
much.
how many? I'm just saying, man. Like
There's
you
a
do.
few. I mean, some more. I think more people like I'm from middle class, upper middle class suburb in New York, so like I don't think the majority of my classmates are in prison or have become addicts or have major problems in that regard. But there's a few. There's always going to be a few, and in
Always a
every
few in the
town,
bunch. Yes. So it's
for
just
sure.
it's just funny. But no, I do love them and I do love teaching them, and being an English teacher is really hard. But
Do you,
they what?
Oh, I was gonna ask, do you have you like witnessed or do you have a lot of experiences like with a kid who came into this class like retarded and then by the end of the year they were smart and you could really see their journey and like
Oh yeah.
you or the combination of you and them working hard like really made a big impact because that's like super fulfilling and rewarding and must be. I mean,
Oh, it is. It is. My favorite story from last year was I had this one student who he was in the lower class, and he came to me and he was like, I don't like reading and I don't like writing. I'm not good at it. I was like, okay, well, my job is to help you become better than I found you. So if at the end of this year, you can just find something that you like to write about, even if you're not that good at it, but you like find something you like to write about, I feel like I'll have done my job. And I said, so will you be willing to like read stuff or let me read to you and you write about it? And he said, yes. And so we did that. Well, fast forward, that was in August. So fast forward to March and we've written some essays and he's like really gotten a lot better and like found a love for it, and a style. And
wow.
that was different and cool. He's part Thai and you could tell in his writing, and it was more, he wrote more in like haiku type poetry, like short sentences. So the structure was different and flowed different, but it was definitely him and his way of thinking. And he's super ADD, like had terrible ADHD, bless his heart. So like could not like sitting still, could not be still, like struggled bad.
Yeah.
And so you can tell that's like the synapses in his brain. That's how they were firing in these short sentence patterns. So I just ran with that and just kind of let that go. Well, fast forward to what? I don't know, February something. And my kids know that I went through cotillion. Do you know what that is?
I do know of that. It's like a etiquette course where you dance and you learn what side of the thing the silverware goes on and shit. I know someone made a short film about this.
So I did it for 7 years and then I was a debutante on top of that. So you go through protocol or finishing school, and that's where it's like cotillion on steroids. And you're basically being groomed to be someone's wife, like somebody's wife.
Is that the point? Is that the point of cotillion? Is to like?
I mean, cotillion. No, cotillion is like general etiquette classes. It's been around forever.
Right.
Like upper class. And it was introduced in the United States more so that kids from the middle class could learn the habits of the upper class. So it kind of equaled between, so, it's the American dream. You come here, you work hard, but if you don't know how to operate in society, it doesn't matter. You have all the money you want. It doesn't buy you class. So, and cotillion doesn't buy you class either, but it definitely at least gives you something to mirror. And, so I went through all that, and my kids know that. That's like a fun fact about me I've like showed them how to set a table for 8 and 12 courses and, how to eat from that. And it's a fun, there you go. It's like a fun. And so anyway, so he, at the beginning of the year, said, my parents make me go to cotillion. And I was like, well, look, I know it's like kind of boring and seems silly, but the lessons that you learn can will really help you in life. And well, this is after Christmas break. He comes to me and he says, I won an essay contest. And I said, you did? And he was like, no, I'm lying. Let me back up. He comes and tells me that later. I get an email from his mother. And she's like, hey, I just want to let you know that he won an essay contest. And it was about his best mannered teacher. And he wrote about you. So this kid who told me at the beginning of the year he did not like writing, was not any good at it, not only wrote an essay worth winning, which was cool to me as his teacher, but he wrote it about me. And then they invited me to his spring ball, and he read his essay, and I got to speak on my experience in cotillion and how it's, how it's affected me and influenced me and gotten me places in my life. And that was the coolest. And I got an award. I got a little certificate, the best mannered teacher. And
Did you cry during this evening?
Oh, when I got the email from the mom, like,
Okay.
and it came at like such a time that I was having a really tough part of my school year last year. And I was actually fighting the state for my certificate. It was insane. So it came in a moment when like, I really needed that I'm doing the right thing. I'm where I'm supposed to be. All this has purpose. And it was so cool. That was so, and I think that my cotillion instructor is definitely past at this point. But I wish that I could have found her to tell her that, like, 20 years later, here we are.
That's quite a story. Farts Mommy's asking, or meant saying, if you don't use the right salad fork, you get deported. Is there some kind of what is the punishment and consequences for missteps during cotillion?
It was a rubber band.
You get slapped with a rubber band?
Yeah, it was a rubber band, and you would pull it, like, and you would pull it on the hand. You're supposed to, on the side, you're supposed to.
You have to punish yourself?
Honestly, it became a game between everyone, and everybody started pulling each other. Yes, but essentially, yes, to train you of the habit, so to lightly, remember that when she says first course soup, hot soup, you know what spoon to pick up. When she says cold soup, you know what spoon to pick up.
Wait, there's different size spoons for the different
Adam.
soups depending on the temperature?
Well, there's a dessert spoon. There's 2 soup spoons. I feel it's a 12-course meal. Yeah. And you could have like a gelatin type of salad. That would require a spoon. Most people don't eat that with a fork. And you could have a hot soup, and that's a different spoon. That's a soup spoon. And if you pick up the wrong spoon, you gotta look silly.
Yeah.
Okay, see?
Where is it here? Look at all this.
Ta-da! Okay. So that on your right side, you have to eat from the outside in, right? So over there, I don't know why they put, so, okay. They put.
How many people does this all serve?
1. Uno.
Look at all this. This is I type 12-course meal.
Yes. So I learned to set that, and I learned to eat from that, and I learned how to pick up from that. So in cotillion, just like protocol, just like going through debutante school, it's all about service. It's all about service. So you learn how to eat just as well as you learn how to bus it.
What is this one right here?
Oh my God. That's a crab or
that's what I thought. Some kind of seafood thing, I thought.
Yeah. So if you have a lobster.
Yeah.
Which normally 12-course meals would have a lobster.
Okay. And what is this? This is a spork. What is this? This one can, I don't know if you can tell.
No, hang on. Thank you. Okay.
Looks
dessert
like a
spoon, dessert fork.
like a spork.
So you have the
spork.
butter. So you have 2 butters. That's interesting. So they give you 2 butters. It depends on what, I guess they're eating. So it would depend on what you're serving, right? So if they're serving 2 butter knives, then that would mean that thing closest to that would be the final palate cleanser.
Okay. If you do this, you ever try to cut a steak with a butter knife? I think that seems like you would get suspended for that. That seems like you're cutting the most. You need the sharpest knife, and you're grabbing the least sharpest knife. That seems like grounds for rubber bands, grounds for
all the rubber
deportation.
bands. All the rubber bands, man.
I would absolutely fail at this. I think I would watch like a documentary reality TV show about Forest Mommy going through this
I'll teach her. It'll be me and her, and I'll teach her how to do it. She'll be like 3 minutes in. This is bullshit.
There should be a Forest Mommy like TV reality. Like they did why would you rather watch like that would be so the Hilton, what's her name? Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton,
watch Forest Mommy.
I agree.
Let's do it.
I agree.
She's talked about that about like, well, I forget there's a term for it. Like you do different like adventures, you do different setups. I think she's used that term before. Like this time we're gonna be when you like try different things. This time we're gonna be doing cotillion.
Oh yeah. What is that called? Next we're gonna be a variety show, but
yeah, there's like a term for it. Event.
But that
So what do you use for pizza? Yeah, is there pizza at cotillion? There's no pizza at cotillion.
There's no pizza at cotillion.
Are there Italians at cotillion? That's not an Italian word, or is it not?
It's French.
French.
Yeah.
Figures.
Yeah, it's very, very. Yeah, most of it's all in French. But no, that's fun. That's super fun. I haven't seen that in a long time. Yeah.
When the Nazis were attacking or whatever and taking over France, were the people all at cotillion? Is that how it happened? They were all distracted. They were all worried about the right forks, and they were getting.
Yes, I would like to think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Looking at the restaurant scene in Inglourious Bastards, it's definitely it's different, you know. In France, you can tell in France and how they're used to eating. You can tell like when they're rearranging the silverware, which is something I often think about all the time, having gone through all this. What was it like? This is crazy for me to think about. So, okay. When the East and the West met for the first time. So think like, Chinese dynasties, okay? Japanese emperors, meet kings, okay?
Like Western European,
like Western European,
like European people.
Yeah, so like the first time those two people, okay, so like in Japan, the emperor is thought to be a deity, like he is like God, like he's God, period, full stop. The king, the emperor of China, pretty much the same thing, right? And then when you come over to the West, and they consider him to be literally handpicked by God, chosen by God to be king. That's it.
It's like the Spider-Man meme. It's like the Spider-Man meme.
Yes. Okay. So just painting that picture. Okay. People in the East have been using chopsticks for a long time. Okay. And or like with rice, and like they use their hands. But at this point, think now they've elevated to chopsticks. Okay. That's what they use. And then in the West, they have like silverware, and it tastes like metal. It's disgusting. And it's also weaponry. Think about like that. Like it's like a knife and a fork to people who use chopsticks.
Yeah. You could stab someone with a chopstick though, but go on.
Follow me here. So these people sit together at a table for the first time. Like, who thinks that, like, they will both think the other is a savage?
No matter
what.
This is very cinematic. I don't know. Maybe I've watched a handful of like short films, and my mind always thinks in narrative terms. I'm like, this is like would be a cool little short film where it's like these two different cultures like meeting each other, and maybe it could even be done in a sort of fantasy way where it's not necessarily like has to be historically accurate. There could be some It could be a comedy, like, you know.
I think about that all the time. What was that like for them two to just like, what is the matter with them? You know, and they're both confused as shit, you know, as to like, and then they're like, these people consider themselves kings. They eat.
Maybe they both try the other's thing. Oh, well, this fork is pretty good. You know what? These chopsticks, the food doesn't taste as metally. You guys are onto something. It's almost like cultures can learn from each other. Is that possible?
What if they did? Like
they probably
I'm not arguing.
did.
I'm not arguing. I'm thinking they probably brought back, because up until that point, no one ever thinks about that. But like, it was, sterling silver wasn't a thing until a little while ago. One of my favorite books of all time is How We Got to Now by Eric Larson. I think Eric Larson wrote that one. I may be wrong. But yeah, How We Got to Now, or is that Steve? What's this? Anyway. And one of the things he talks about, like inventions that brought us modern day inventions that brought us to today, that we still use today, that changed the world. Sterling silver, like what we eat with, for sure. Because up until that point, they used metal, but it wasn't, or stainless steel. That's what I'm talking about. Stainless steel. Stainless steel is tasteless. But up until this point, like, silverware has tasted metally. So when you eat your food, you can taste it. And eventually it would rust and you'd have to throw it away. People would get sick from the rust. It's a big deal. And the guy that invented the stainless steel, he almost gave up. He had like tried and tried and tried over and over and over again. It's an amazing story. And he almost gave up. And it was the final concoction of metals that finally didn't taste bad. But it's like an incredible story. So I often think like, okay, so if the utensils tasted like metal back then the food must have tasted bad, which is probably why they used a lot of savory spices. They'd have to use a lot of salt to counteract that metal taste, which is why like salted meat, I mean, obviously for preserve reasons, salted meat made sense, but like it also wouldn't have been bad because you could eat it with a metal thing and it wouldn't have tasted that bad.
I like Seinfeld's had an old stand-up bit about the Chinese people using the chopsticks to eat the rice, but they use a shovel in the field. All right. You good? Take a drink of water. Take a drink of water. I muted you 10 seconds too late. I like to mute people. I like to mute people and mute myself after I've hacked up a lung and then the coughing ends. That's my style.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I've been recording I've been coughing a little bit lately and I'm coughing on some recorded videos for some people. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm powering through. It is what it is.
So sorry. Yeah, I got it from Bro Grove.
Oh, you went to that. Well, here's the thing. We could talk about that. We could talk about the sneakers. We could try to get a Jackbox game going. I don't know how late
I have no bedtime. It's summertime, so I'm here and I have a big coffee.
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee too, and I put a little splash of whiskey in there too.
There
I can see that you're smart and you know a lot of things, and you know a lot of random facts and random stories. But it's not just that, because people sometimes can remember random stuff. But there's a lot of good lessons already in the things that you're talking about and the stories that you're telling. Is that do you have like you're an English teacher, but I guess you probably have an interest, obviously, in history and things like that too. It sounds like
that's my favorite. That's what I really want to teach is history. And I will. I just I got the English job, and I got my foot in the door, and so that's how I ended up there. But yeah, no, I would really love to be a history teacher.
Yeah. Hog Dog in the chat says he needs to cut back on THC vapes. He won't, but I need
it's all
to.
right.
I'm probably not supposed to interview the chat, but I am curious what instigated or inspired that thought that one needs to quit THC vapes. I don't know if it's a health thing or it's like just likes flower. I got everything. I got the flower. I got the vapes.
Us too. No, I'm curious too. I'm curious too because I've given it up before. I've given it up for a long time.
What is the weed, cannabis, marijuana laws in Louisiana and compared to Florida?
Well, they had nothing. Go to jail.
What's that?
Go to jail.
In both places.
No, in Louisiana, but I think now Louisiana has medical, and Florida has medical too.
That's good.
Yeah, they had recreation on the ballot, but I don't think the way that the bill was written, we wouldn't have wanted that.
Like, it's a gateway.
And they wanted to just give it to one grower, and that just felt kind of we didn't like the way the bill was written. Like, if they're gonna do it, it just needs to be different.
I think that's a tough thing with the California stuff because they have these like propositions and things on the bill. And it's like, do you want to legalize weed? And we're like, yeah. Do you want to give power to the government, increase taxes, and have it be terribly serviced? No. But do you want it illegal? No. Do you want it legal though? Yeah. But do you want it to have a shitty industry? No. Like this. That's where they get you with all these propositions. Me and my friend, we always joke around, especially how they're written purposely to be confusing. Do you want to vote no on the disallowal of the reimagination of the past thing in the present? Like all these crazy wordings and stuff.
Yes,
it's nutty.
Yeah, it was just a bad bill. So and Floridians are they're on top of their shit, dude. They know what they know. They have things called sunshine laws. That's new. And Louisiana's pretty socialist, actually. If you look at the laws, it's very, very, very socialist. And so here in Florida, the representatives on the floor and the legislature aren't allowed to even whisper to each other because everything that is said on the House floor or the Senate floor has to be documented, which is crazy to me. That's so crazy. In Louisiana, this like the legislators just get on a phone and just call each other and talk while like, I don't know, important things are being said. They don't care. They know how they're voting. They don't care. And they're whispering to each other back and forth through a phone. It's crazy. So I actually had the privilege of going to Tallahassee with my school this year for a field trip and got to see the House work here. And very, very different from Louisiana.
He's still the governor, Ron DeSantis of Florida?
He is.
He is. Why he dressed like he's from 1997 with the suits?
Oh, darling. Because he's so square. Because he's square.
He is.
He's just a little nerd.
Yeah. He should have been a dad in the 90s or something. He looks like that's why he did not do very well in the presidential election because he didn't seem like he didn't have a personality.
No, he wasn't ready, and I think he trusted some bad people. He trusted the wrong people, that's for sure. And
he tried to fence sit. Fence sitting on too many issues.
Yeah, it just wasn't his time. He would have done better just to bow out, endorse Trump, and just roll on and just be governor. I wanted him to just be governor. I'm like, just stay your term, whatever, align with whoever you need to align with. But no, he listened to some.
Maybe it's time for him to embrace the recreational marijuana in his state. And then that will imagine he starts like smoking weed. He gets into it and he starts wearing like cool suit. He starts dressing like
Gavin Newsom.
I was going to say something even more like flamboyant, like the ex-Nick Walt for Clyde Frazier. And that's a random reference, but he wears crazy suits. I don't know if you're familiar with that guy.
I don't think so. No, yeah. I was thinking Roger Stone.
Who's the crazy? Who wears the most wild suits in our mainstream culture? But like suits. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we have anyone like that.
No, Roger Stone's the only one I can think of. He wears some pretty outlandish things sometimes, but he can. He's Roger Stone.
You can be stylish with different ties and creative with ties, but that doesn't count. That's not the same as wearing like a pink suit or something, some crazy pattern.
I think they are all colorblind. They're just all colorblind, so that's why they have to have red and blue. It's the only thing they can see.
Oh, maybe is that a theory of yours that politics draws the colorblind because they're able to see if you're
I'm pretty
colorblind.
Sure lizards are colorblind. I'm pretty sure.
Right, but they don't see black and white, but they just see less colors. So if there's less, that's okay. I hate the colorblind too. Just fucking, they've had it too good in this country.
I agree. I mean,
it's a fake disability.
It is. I mean, how can you argue the counterfactual? You know, like how can you like?
People think it's cool when you tell them that, but you're not really at any disadvantage. You know, when fucking the stop, it's orange, red, yellow's in the middle. Every time. Where would be a disadvantage to be? No, I don't know. I don't have a problem with the colorblind.
Well, I mean, they just end up wearing shitty outfits because that's all they can see.
I've had blind people on this show, but I don't know if I've had colorblind
cool.
people. I'll see if I can get them on. Soon.
I have questions. Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like, man?
What's it like?
Oh, do you want to tell me about the shoe thing, and I'll let you steer the ship because this seems like a big rabbit hole you're going down, and I know you're eager to talk about it. So I'll let you. Why don't you set it up?
Okay, so there is this wrestling. Okay, I watch wrestling.
I watched it from 1987 to 2002. I'm more familiar with, but not as familiar with.
You and Duke could talk all day. That's my husband. Y'all could talk all day. I'm married into this, so I'm catching it now. Which now we watch AEW. We do not watch WWE, and we're Tony Khan fans. And I'm a Tony Khan fan because my husband is Tony Khan, and I'm into it too. I'm not gonna lie, it's cool. He's got me sucked in. So, but there is this wrestler named Shiloh who wrestles for NXT, which, if you know like baseball references, NXT is like the AAA team before you get to the majors, you know? So like they like work through some things and they work out things, and if they're good, they'll get called up to the actual main event, right? The WWE. So NXT. So he wrestles there. This guy is a super dark web guy, and I'm into it. I love dark web stuff. I too have been on the dark web, not in a long time. But
how do you even get on the dark web? Do I need to?
Oh my god!
Are we not supposed to talk about this? Is there a login? Darkweb.org?
So much work went into getting on Silk Road. Let me just tell you, back in 2010, it was like dial-up. And then you had to have passwords and passcodes. It was a lot. I'll never do that again. That was dumb. I could literally, Jesus Christ.
Why was it dumb? Because it was a
because it was
Silk Road.
Because it was. Do you know what Silk Road is? Do you remember Silk Road?
Yes.
Okay, so yes. Okay, so it was Silk Road, and we bought illegal things on it, and it worked.
Allegedly.
It's crazy. Allegedly. So yes. But now with, I don't even know how it works with like VPNs, because back then you had to use Tor, which I know Tor was, you know, Fed Central, but like that's how you got on there, was you use Tor.
What is Tor?
Well, it blurred your IP address.
Gotcha.
And now, like I said, if you used it and your internet cable company or whatever caught you, like they could like report you. It was a big deal. Now you can just go buy a VPN and they just scramble it whenever. So I don't even know how you do it now. So I just follow people and listen to people who go on it, so I don't have to be a part of it. I just like to see what they find. So
they could get you shit. Ask someone who has access to the dark web. Hey, can you get me?
Right. If I really, I think we're past that. We did it.
What else is on there besides allegedly on there? Okay, you can get drugs. You can get probably weapons. You could maybe get.
The thing I saw the most of was
hitman, organs. What am I forgetting?
Hypodermic needles. That was insane. You could get a lot of them for cheap. That was a big deal. Was getting hypodermic. There a bunch of people selling a bunch of hypodermic needles. Breast milk. There was a lot of that. Or raw milk. Tons of that. What else was on there? The funniest part was the reviews. So sellers had reviews, and if you sent packages that were not legit, or if you didn't ever send a package at all, people got on there and they were, do not buy from this person, blah blah blah. So that I always thought that was funny. That they made sure in the coding to make sure you could, of all the things, you could leave a review.
Yeah, this is the freest market.
Thank you, Ross. Thank you. People need to know. So even in a world of anonymity, people need to know this. He sold me bunk shit. Don't buy from him. Or it never came. Or the cop swatted me when I was supposed to get my package. Don't buy from this person. They are a Fed. And then all the nasty stuff that you can imagine. That was also on there.
I don't think I could imagine. That's why I asked. I don't think I might not be that much of a deviant. I kind of name the things: sex, drugs, needles. You can buy a hit, put a hit on someone, maybe allegedly, perhaps. Or
I didn't get that deep in it. I mean, I was literally being in there was scary, right? Because it's you don't know who's watching. You don't know.
Yeah.
And so it used to be not somewhere you just wanted to hang out because you didn't know how protected you were. And so you just kind of did your business. I never felt comfortable shopping. I'll just say that.
Sure.
It was I just want to so I found a person's username to use, and that's the person that I went and saw it because they got their stuff. And so I was like, okay, well, if it worked for them and I know these people, then
wild.
So, and it was from Canada, so it wasn't that far. So, allegedly.
JC had a question. Ask CD when the Whiskey and Tea podcast is coming back. Is that that's an oldie?
Yes,
need to revive something.
That was such a sweet idea with so much backing and support, and it fell through when I got divorced from my first husband. It just
life happens. I get
literally life got in the way of that. But Duke and I are talking about just not even anything regular. We're talking about just hosting a Friday night hangout. That's it.
Duke's your current husband.
Yeah. And
Duke is in the chat, and Duke is who I heard and maybe even saw a limb earlier in the frame.
Yes.
I was able to put the pieces together.
You're there. He's
Sweet.
Amazing.
Cool.
He's amazing. And I'm so thankful for him. And he's been on podcasts. He's been a part of a bunch of them. And he was part of the
Duke is okay.
Duke is okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, he's the best. And anyway, so that would be the extent of that, JC. Because at this point, I just wanna hang out and do hood rat shit with my friends, But no, Whiskey and Tea was it was gonna be a thing, and I may still bring it. I mean, I have an amazing logo. I have all the things to make it awesome.
Would it be a stream?
Yeah, it would be live. It would be a lot of recorded because I'm a researcher and I'm a perfectionist. So
so you would do a lot of prep beforehand for this sort of thing.
Yeah, I would whatever I decided to do, and then I would interview people like you do. I like to do that. I like to ask people. I'm good at interviews. I like to ask
variety show.
Yeah, that's really
cool.
But that's what it was gonna be. Was and that's back whenever I was super into the LP and doing LP stuff, which
Adam does a lot of prep too. We'll go with that.
I bet you do.
We'll go with that.
I'm sure you do.
It all varies. It depends how much is needed. I used to do more recorded interviews for this show when it was under another banner called People We Love. But now I really do enjoy doing the live stream more because I think it's easier to like commit to doing the thing. If it's like, I'm doing my stream Friday night, I'm doing my stream Monday night, it's happening no matter what, especially now that I'm doing solo things. So I don't even need to necessarily rely on a guest, but even with the guest stuff, it's like, this is when it is. Okay. You come and you're not me. I can make it. I can't make it. Rather, when you're trying to book an interview with somebody, it's like, are you free Tuesday, 5:30? Yeah, I'm free Tuesday. Oh, something's come up. Is tomorrow night better for you? Now I can't do it, but you can't do it. Let's check in next week about it. It's all good. Like, and it's nobody's fault. It's more like a human nature and life. And like, I guess my podcast is not everyone else's top priority. But when you have a stream, it's like, oh, when do you stream? Monday night. Oh, okay, I can do it. I can't do it this week. I can do it next week. Boom, we're done. It's it forces people to commit to the thing more. I think. I love the streams and listening to streams. I was checking out Simcast last night, Chrissy Mayer.
Oh yeah. So
Paul and Doug on Sibling Revelry. Like every night, there's like I don't need real life friends. I have some of them too, and I see them too. But
your internet friends are your best friends. And I'm a big believer in that. Big believer. I'm my most authentic self with them, and so they know me. They know me. I don't change. This is who I am when you meet me.
Yeah. Tony's getting to know you here in the chat. He said, "Who is this new character?" I think that's referring to you, CD. CD is part of the Forest Mommy universe. Forest Mommy, universe. Forest, FAHR. Forest. I'm going to the forest in Florida. Forest in Florida. It doesn't even.
It's the forest. It's the forest in Florida.
Honestly, none of them. Neither sounds right to me because I said Florida for probably like my first 21 years, 22, 24 years of my life, and then since then I've been trying to not say Florida and I've been trying to say Florida. And that don't feel right either. Oranges. Oregon, or I do say Oregon. That kind of does.
I say Oregon.
I've committed to Oregon. Oregon. That's just wrong. That's just wrong.
Like, are you even American if you say it like that? That's how foreigners.
Foreigners. Or Oregon. Courtney's asking about Jackbox. Well, we can talk sneakers and then we could do Jackbox.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'll finish the story. Okay.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. No, I don't have an agenda. There's no agenda here.
Okay, good. Because I have, like I said, I have a quad venti that I'm sipping on, and I've got Red Bulls. So Oregon. That sounds like a shape. That sounds like a shape. That's not a state. That's a
forest, mommy.
Forest. Like Forrest Gump. Run, Forrest. Yeah, that's how. It's 2 R's, Forest.
Tony wants us to wait until sneaker thingy till he toasts his bagel.
We can't. That's fine.
He can go. He can go back.
Okay. So, Shiloh and WWE. He actually played football for Stanford, and his name is like something Justice. Anyway, it's really funny. He should have gone with his real name for his wrestler name because it sounded like a wrestler name, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so he's on the dark web and he stumbles on this website called the Shoe Bin, and he finds these shoes that are listed, and they'll have like blood on them or some sort of, they look dirty, but a lot of them have blood on them. Well, he orders a pair of cowboy boots from this website, and the boots come in, and yes, they have blood splatter. Like,
why not clean off the shoes before you? I thought the dark web was very marketing, advertising, item presentation friendly.
This clearly is a website from a person who works in a morgue or a funeral home and gets Jane Does and John Does and then sells off their shoes.
You talking about just any dead person or murder victims or who?
Allegedly, I don't know, but if you
a John Doe, Jane Doe, that's a term for a murder victim, correct?
Yes, someone who is unalived against their will, or maybe if they wanted to be, I don't know. Yeah. but it's people's shoes, and they are stained. They're all stained, and most of them have some sort
What
of
if they're
blood
the killer?
pattern.
What if they're the killers? What if they're the killers? I think
We don't know. That's part of the story. We don't know exactly. It could be. So the shoeman is selling the shoes, and so he gets the shoes, and it comes with a VHS. So he's like, now I have to find something to put. I don't have a VHS player. So he takes to Instagram and he's like, guys, does anyone know? And he ends up ordering one off eBay. He tries to go get one from a pawn shop, and trying to hook it up to your modern TV is difficult. And so the one from eBay finally gets there 4 days later. And he initially doesn't post or tell us what's on the videotape. He just says it's a lot of weird shit. And but eventually he posts it. I'm not gonna watch that because I get freaked out real easy by stuff like that. So I'm probably not gonna watch it. But he said it was it had people's names in it, and it had his name in the video. And so he's like, okay, this is weird. He then starts to, he also purchases luminol to make sure that it is human blood. It is. So we know it's human blood. We don't know where they come from, but they come with this videotape, and it's full of weird shit.
What is actually said on the tape? It's people on camera saying what, and who are these?
He says that it's like a montage of old horror movie clips, and just weird music over that. And then it goes to pictures of shoes with people's names. And so he's assuming that they're people who purchase the shoes, because eventually it shows the boots in his name. So he's like, I guess this is just what this guy does. And he just adds to this videotape and makes a new one.
Weird.
Then, very weird. Then, so then he hooks it up. So then he orders luminol. What else? And then he figures out his location is being sent through a phone number. So he breaks open the shoe, and in the heel is a whole device, a whole electronic computer system
tracking thing.
Yes, it's been tracking. So Shiloh then calls the phone number, figures out the location is being sent to a phone number. He calls it. It's a voicemail. And the voicemail says, I know who you are. I know what you did. If you have this number, I'm coming for you. A price must be paid. And it's very moany. So it sounds like 7 days. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See? Okay. Yeah. It's shit is crazy.
Is this all he posts about?
No.
He doesn't put this.
But there you go. Look, there you go. So that one shows you. A lot of times he recaps.
Yeah.
And that's how the boot tracker worked. So yeah, so that is what he found in the heel of the boot. Yes. And he leaves a voicemail on that number and then calls it back. And the guy had changed the voicemail because he's making fun of the way he talked. No shit. He's he gets a real moany voice to match the guy's tone. Hilarious.
Tony's asking, is the dark web of shoes where Tom Hanks sell the shoes of all the kids he don't get? Is this related to Tom Hanks in some capacity?
Not that I know of yet.
Yeah.
It could be. I'm here for all theories, because we have what we have. That then they start texting. They end up texting each other back and forth. And he's like, don't trust the shoeman. And he's like, I thought you were the shoeman. Who the fuck are you? And so they've gone back and forth over text messages. He figured out that the Hank Post shoes
like this all the time. He's posted some weird things with kids over the years. I do know that, Tom Hanks, that are very suspicious, and been in some weird sketches and things like that.
Again, I will not argue with you. This could be 1000%.
Maybe they all came from Epstein Island, because now that you know the Epstein Island is no longer a happening place, from what I understand, and they don't party like they used to there. So maybe they had some. Maybe that's what that building was. The what do you call that building? The the Epstein Island, blue and white, whatever the hell that. No one knows. I forget what the name of it is, but like there's if I've asked AI what. Give me 50 conspiracy theories
Lolita,
for that.
Wasn't it Lolita something? Or was that the name of the boat?
Express.
That's the name of the name of the boat. Or whatever plane. That was, or whatever. The plane. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, his plane, yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
That square building, Epstein Island. What's it called? The Cabat, no. A mysterious striped temple-like structure. I guess there is no name for it.
I know which one you're talking about, though.
Bizarre blue stripe building. People think that's like a portal to another dimension, or maybe that's just where people party and do drugs. Maybe it's just like a sex dungeon, a rape dungeon, or maybe it's a portal to the center of the earth. You could get to China through there, or something like that.
All the above.
Tony's house, yeah. Do you know Tony in the chat? There goes the neighborhood. 9/11 is gay. I just started following him. No, I don't know him now.
Yeah.
What made you decide to follow him? Because you might regret. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Well, I bring it up because on his set, his 9/11 is gay. I think it's an Epstein Island replica, and he has that building on there.
Oh, nice.
It looked like Ellen had that same shit on her set too. Oh, if you ever noticed Ellen DeGeneres' set, and she had all these shoes behind her. No, I made that.
It would not surprise me. I mean, none of this would shock me. None of it. That would all make sense to me.
I hear she's not a very nice person behind the scenes. Multiple people have corroborated that.
Well, enough people corroborated they got her off the TV. So
yeah,
must be something to it.
She got kicked out of the country. That's not what happened exactly. But she's one of these people that actually like fled.
Probably.
I think fled is the right word.
With Portia, her wife. Go ahead.
I don't think it's because
Trump?
Because I don't think it's because I don't like Trump, so I'm leaving. I think it's
I think she got kicked out of LA.
Trouble. Trying to avoid trouble is what she's trying to.
She got run out of town on a rail.
Yeah, I like the meme that has her, and it's like, "You think you're old yet? Look how Eminem has aged," or whatever. That's a good one.
But yeah, that's my story. That's my story about. So I just followed this saga. That's what I've been following for like a month.
Yeah,
is this guy and his boots with his
and he's still posting and still maybe it's a big what do they call it? It's a work. Between this wrestler and this other guy. It's just everything is fake in 2025.
Or K-fob becomes life. Art imitates life, and it's like. So, like, because he's a wrestler, people be like, "Oh my God, this is fake." But like,
it's Hog Dog in the chat here is talking about Anne Heche. That was her ex-wife, Ellen's ex-wife.
Oh,
she's the one she got into a car accident, and she tried to jump out of her body bag, and they zipped her back up or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen that. And then I guess supposedly she was working on some doc. Every time someone gets killed, they're working on the doc about child exploitation and trafficking and sex trafficking and child abuse and all this stuff. Up is down and down is up.
That's typically
this crazy world.
How it goes, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it could be K-fob in real life.
K-fob. Yeah, you know everything about wrestling. That's cool. Do you know a lot about wrestling from 1987 to 2002?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Duke's working on it. Trust me.
That's more of his era.
Yes.
Does he talk about his favorite wrestlers from that? Is it like Stone Cold or Hulk Hogan or someone else or?
So he's big Macho Man fan.
Macho Man, okay.
We're big Randy Savage. I like Randy Savage a lot. And so he's probably my favorite.
I literally know everything about all these guys, even the behind the scenes stuff, because I listen to a lot of shoot interviews about the just guys talking about the behind the scenes stuff and the feuds and who hated each other in real life. So I know like everything about these guys. Randy Savage was kind of a prick behind the scenes. He was not the most liked person. I don't know if you know the Andre the Giant's kind of feud with Randy Savage. Why Andre hated Randy Savage?
Why?
It was because of one specific thing: baby oil. Randy would lather himself up in baby oil, and it was just kind of gross and whatever and sticky. And Andre's like, you better fucking calm down with this baby oil. It's too much baby oil, because it would stick to Andre.
Right.
And Andre's a huge man. He wasn't doing well health-wise at that point in his career, really. And it was hard for him to shower,
right,
to like wash it all off and reach everywhere. And it'd take forever, and the showers sucked. And it was just a huge pain in the ass. So he hated him for that. And then there's also the rumor allegedly that Randy had relations with Vince McMahon's daughter, Stephanie. And that's what got him essentially blackballed from the Hall of Fame, from WWF. Like, Vince McMahon is the type of dude who will rehire anyone to make a buck if he thinks there's something in it for him. Whereas Randy was someone who was never really able to return. I think even in Randy's like Hall of Fame thing, I think it was after he died anyway, but like it was pretty cold from what I gather. But yeah, I know I watched this one channel. Yeah, actually, it's a good channel for you to watch if you want to learn about like the behind the scenes stories behind wrestling. Not so much the matches history, but like who hated who and all this stuff.
That's right.
This guy he's like top 5 wrestlers that Randy Savage hated or whatever, and he has like a real kind of witty way about it. It's very, actually, that's up your alley too. As an English teacher, he uses a lot of colorful language and creative language, and there's like piano-y, upbeat kind of like classical music behind. It's interesting. I forget what that channel is called. I should look it up, but I watch that one.
I would love
Randy
to watch
Savage.
that.
There haven't been that many nice people in wrestling over the years. Like, just from off the top of my head, like from like my era, which guys were like kind of like the most well liked? The Undertaker. Is liked and well respected behind the scenes. Kane as well. Glenn Jacobs.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know his politics. He's like a libertarian dude in real life and mayor of Knox County.
Yes,
he's a good dude. I think the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. You know that dude?
No.
Ted $1 Million Man. Never heard of him?
I'm sure I have.
He'll be mad about that. I think he's got a pretty good reputation. Other than that, everyone is kind of has been an asshole over the years, I think, in wrestling, from a giant ego to drug problems to Jake. I guess Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake, I think, was like a dedicated performer in terms of like dedicated to his craft and taking that seriously. But I think later in his career, he had like substance issues and things like that. But like, Shawn Michaels?
Yes.
Yeah, he was the biggest dick.
No doubt.
And
no doubt.
Like during the night. And then he found Jesus and all that. I guess Chris Benoit would be in the Hall of Fame of assholes. I think he's even been more blackballed off being mentioned not on WWE television, like even less mentions than Randy Savage probably in the last, since the incident. The Chris Benoit story.
Yes.
Yeah, that's wild. Is that it's was it steroids plus concussions just makes people like that insane? Like, that's why I think OJ killed all those people, because fucking he got cracked in the head from carrying a football 7,000 carries in his career. How many carries did OJ Simpson have in his career? OJ Simpson statistics.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's probably not happy. Some dude is having relations with his ex-wife. That probably didn't make him happy. But you don't stab 2 people over that unless you've carried the football 2,404 times for 11,236 yards. And what about his college stats?
Wow.
So he's getting hit on almost on every single one of those plays, unless they were touchdowns. And he probably could be getting hit on those. And then the guy wrote a book, How I Did It, If I Would Have Done It, How I Would Have Done It, If I Would Have Done It. I don't really miss him.
No.
Do you miss OJ?
No. I mean, Why? What did since he was the juice? What did he do for society? You know, and like, same thing with what's his Aaron Hernandez. You know,
He
Aaron
was frightening.
Hernandez.
He was more frightening than
Aaron,
OJ.
well,
Aaron Hernandez would kill someone he doesn't know. OJ was only going to kill someone out of crime of passion.
I'm not arguing, but could OJ have gotten there if he'd have gotten as even more concussions, or was that just innate? There's a new documentary on it, and I'm interested to read because I think that story is fascinating.
Well, there was that other.
Yeah, they made they have
other. There was a Junior Seau who had concussions and he committed suicide. There's a handful of guys they killed themselves. I suppose that's more common. That's not a great thing.
Yeah, that seems more.
Aaron Hernandez wasn't as nearly as charming as OJ.
No.
That's true. He didn't have a movie star, a movie smile. Oh, Tony's saying OJ was covering up for his son who murdered Nicole. He was a great selfless dad. Yeah, I mean, and they were spending time together. Weren't they both at the scene from what I understand?
I think so.
That's quality time. And I think it I don't know if it was a weekday or a weeknight. I have to look into that. If it was a weeknight, that's even better. Like he's hanging out with his son on during the week. He's a good dad.
He's a good dad. Definitely.
I mean, we joke, but I mean, weren't his kids pretty outwardly, supportive? And I mean, it's a tough situation.
Were they? I don't remember that part from the FX series.
Those were crazy times. I just remember during the murder trial, or whatever. I was like 12 or something, and like on SportsCenter every day they would talk about the OJ trial. And I would hate it so much because I was not into all this legal talk. I didn't care. I just was not particularly interested. I understood why it was a big deal, at least why people were talking about it. But I was like, can we show like highlights? Talk about like, show me some games or something. I don't want to hear about I would turn it off. I would put on something else and I kind of knew like the first 15 minutes of SportsCenter or whatever it was going to be all OJ. I'm trying to find his USC statistics. 621 carries. Okay, so that's another 600 times he's getting cracked in the skull. Anyway,
that's nuts.
Do we have enough people for Jackbox? Is that
Let's
a thing?
I'm down.
Choit, you didn't care. Ron Goldman was a Jew. Well, I didn't say I didn't approve of the murder. Give it my stamp. Does anyone want to play Jackbox? Do we have enough people? Is it too late? Is everybody passed out? Do we have bots? I could post. Does anybody want to play Jackbox on the internets? We could take a breather. Are you having fun? Is that a TH? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm having fun.
Is that a THC vape?
Allegedly.
That's cool. We can do a round.
I'm down.
Sweet. All right, let me try to get this thing fired up here. See if I need more RAM in my computer. Ask Paul to join. Paul is probably sleeping.
I know. Does he have work?
He's always working. He's a working man. I got to check out more of his Phoenix sales videos just because it's funny to see him in a different light. Don't they? Do any of the Phoenix sales people know about his sibling rivalry? I probably have asked him that. Not. Where's Mayhem Bear? We're just gonna name all the people who show up in our. All right, let's see. I'm dilly dallying here. Let's get. I want to ask you. I want to share. Actually, before we do, I want to show you guys. We'll get to Jackbox. I want to show a meme, and then I wanted to share. So if we have time later, I'll share a meme because I just think sometimes people react to memes. This is more like people from the left, where they want to like have a conversation with you about a meme that's making fun of something about the left, and they're so like existing in a different universe that it would take like literally probably 12 years for me to explain to you why this meme is funny. Like the fact that you don't understand even why this meme is funny or why people would think it's funny is the reason Donald Trump is president. Good night, Mr. Isn't in here. Good night, Mr. Thompson. All right, let's get the steam
That's
going.
so crazy annoying to have to explain the joke.
Yeah.
Especially a meme. Especially a meme. Oh my god.
Yeah, this was the this is this working? It's not working here.
Take your time. Well, the left
What
can't
happened?
meme anyway.
Share screen. Where is it here? WTF. Anyway,
I'm listening.
I'm gonna pull up Jackbox. Let's see
Let's
if that
go.
works. Play. All right, I'm opening it. Tell Mr. Goodnight to play. Oh yeah, I was gonna tweet Jackbox or something.
Do it.
Jackbox. Jackbox. If people are down, we could play Jackbox. Does anybody want to play? I want to make sure the tweet rings of desperation to capture the.
That's only.
Who wants to play Jack? I'll record a video of me begging. That would probably do the trick.
That's
still
me a lot of times.
Still alive, y'all. Anyone want to play Jackbox? This is the way to get bots and freaks and weirdos and people, and spammers and or no one. Still live. Hyphen, 1 hyphen, 2 hyphens. I gotta put an emoji on that too. Keep smoking that weed. All right, vaping that oil. Someone had a good bit the other night, at a stand-up show. Like they were doing like classic movie scenes, but instead of cigarettes, they had a vape. Oh, actually the joke was someone telling a story about like the classic stories. My dad went out to get a pack of cigarettes and then he never came back, and how that story doesn't ring the same when it's like my dad went out to get a pack of jewels or whatever and then he never came. Like your dad sounds like a fag.
Basically. Your dad sounds like it. He's better. You're better off.
Yeah, that might have been the punchline.
like you win.
All right, I got Quiplash pulled up here. I'm gonna exit full screen. I'm gonna try to. So
you're from New York, right?
I'm from Long Island originally, but I've been in LA a couple of decades now. Time flies when you're high. No, I don't know. It just flies. Slow it down. Is this a confession? I'm a twink, so I'm perfect for a bear. He is Twinkie. Tony the Twink. Maybe we could do like a Tony the Twink, and we can make like an AI cereal box instead of Tony the Tiger. We could do Tony the Twink. It's good that I don't have to write stuff down because this is being recorded. I always forget that. I should write that down. I guess I could make a note.
Not when you're live streaming your life.
I'm Assbutt Simp. Do you know Assbutt, the streamer who streams on Run? He does music. He plays piano and sings. Forest Mommy's a big fan. I'm a fan too. He actually can sing and play.
With his ass?
With his ass?
Yeah.
He should. Some guys hasn't Jerry Lee Lewis or Little Richard. These guys play with their ass. Jimi Hendrix play with his face and his whatever, all parts of his body. He played with his dick.
Probably. Didn't he? I think so.
Probably.
He definitely he played the guitar with his tongue.
Yeah. Really, he's just fretting with the other hand. It's a trick.
Yeah,
but I'm sure he's striking the notes too. All right, let's see here. It's loading here. All right, let me pull up jackbox.tv. OHRW is the code. Let's see if this will share, present, or share screen, share this. The browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen if that continues. Why not? Why is it not working?
Why won't it capture the screen?
I don't know. Do I need to refresh this? Should I leave and then come back?
Leave and come back.
All right, I'm going to refresh this and see what happens. I'm going to have to quit
Okay.
Chrome. Oh, no, not this shit again. What if, should I try tab? Maybe tab instead?
Yes.
Or entire window, maybe?
I'm with you, fellers. Like,
all right, let's try it. Let's try this browser. The browser can't access your screen. Try capturing another screen if this continues. All right. I'm gonna refresh Chrome.
Okay.
And then I'll be back. All right. Entertain the masses.
I will. Okay. We have to entertain the masses. This is dangerous. Let's see. What are your personal habits? What are my personal habits? Force mommy. Okay. I wake up early. Well, is it summertime? Are you asking me summertime or are you asking me school time? Because those are two different things. Did that work?
I'm going to try to share screen right now.
Okay.
Oh, look, it's loading and it worked.
Hey, look at that.
First, mine was actually listening to what I said. The OHRW. I can't believe she was paying attention to that. I'm impressed so far. Mommy on top of this shit. Should we do that view? We can do that view. Oh, except I'm not in now. Oh, no, I am in still. Reconnect. All right, there I am. Everybody's in. I can click that. JC, Kawawa's, Fire Smami. We're playing Jack.
And
do you want to play Jackbox? Playing Jackbox. You got here just in time for Jackbox, Adam Jones. This is round one.
Hang on.
You guys can't hear the music. Only I hear the Jackbox soundtrack in my head. Yeah. And I think it's on low already. Going crazy from the music. There's no more whiskey in here.
Uh-oh. Get some more.
Yeah, I have I'm all right. I just wanted a little something.
I don't blame you.
A little splash.
What?
I drink like how my grandma used to drink when she was old. She's just like, I just want a little like a thimble, like a sip, basically. Just a sip of Kahlua, and you're good.
Right.
Sing the music for us. It's just more like dude.
Why does it say the room isn't found?
Dude. I'm more like harmonized. Oh, it's still OHRW.
I know.
Dude. Cap sensitive. It looks like the letter O. I mean, maybe type in 0. Ohio right wing. Dude. Hi. Go if you guys want good. Oh, Tony, do you live in? I don't know where Tony lives. Does he live in New York? But you should go to. This is not going to show. This is just what I have here. These little baby.
Those are cool.
Coins.
I love those.
You know this brand?
I don't know the brand, but I do like the little ones.
Yeah,
the little baby
that's like
ones.
some. That's like some New York. In New York, they sell a lot of them in the shops there. But Reedside and Woodside, if you guys are ever in Queens, in Woodside, last stop before Shea Stadium. Don't you smoke marijuanas on your program? The 9/11 is gay program. I never know what's in people's pipes or in their vapes.
Yeah.
Do.
Oh, it won't let me find that room.
No, that's something.
I know.
Jackbox, you're on Jackbox.tv?
Yeah.
OHRW?
Yeah.
No.
I know. Adam.
Show Duke will show you what you're doing wrong.
I know.
Tony lives in Tel Aviv this time of year. That's cool.
Oh, I heard it's nice.
Is that the new Epstein Island? No, too soon. Is she on Jackbox TV?
Yeah.
Are you at Jackbox.com? Are you going to Jackbox.com?
No, it's Jackbox. Oh, it's Jackbox.tv.
You know, maybe you're doing maybe you got messed up. You got like HTTPS.
Oh, maybe it did. Maybe it did.
Something else got messed up.
Oh my god, is that like a thing? Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. What up, peeps? Generals gathered at the masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction. Sorcerer of death construction.
Oh,
that's probably my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
Black Sabbath song. That's a. You know what that is? It's a libertarian song. The song kind of has a libertarian message, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Peaceful. Wow, nice music portion of the show. It was hard to sing that also when I'm hearing the Jackbox theme in my ears too.
You did good. You did good.
Carrying on a conversation.
You did good.
Streaming's fun, I guess. It's fun.
Fun. It's
fun to just be retarded with your online friends.
It is. It's one of my favorite things. Doing.
I learned from all my retarded friends how I can expand my own retardation. You know how can I be more creatively retarded? You know, it's good.
That's all I'm trying to ever find out.
Are you logged in? Are you logged in?
What the hell do you mean? Am I logged in?
Which one are you? Are you high?
No.
I mean, are you HI the character, not HIGH?
No, I'm not high.
So you're still not in the thing?
No, I'm not. It says room not found. But y'all go play. Y'all play and I'll figure out the next one.
Weird.
This is so stupid.
Should we start around?
Yeah, go play around. For sure.
All right. We could have already played it.
I know, I'm sorry. Let's go.
It makes sense that the person on the stream is having the maybe it's like a digital hazing.
That's what it feels like a little bit.
Yeah. Because you're not as familiar with all these weirdos. I say that affectionately, and I include myself.
Yeah, no, these Tony, like I said, Tony, I found Tony like literally last week.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
I was like, how have I not heard of this person before? I've been around a long time.
All right, prompts are up there.
You were in a chat, Tony. I don't know. I'm everywhere. I'm like JC, I'm everywhere.
She saw an image of you and was like, "Who's that twink?" And
yeah, exactly. And I was like, 9/11 is gay. It is. Oh my God, that's my friend. I found a friend. Yeah, anyone with a disclaimer in their bio, I'm like, okay, this is probably a friend.
Dude. I better answer here. This is the best part of the game is when of the stream when everyone's thinking and no one's talking.
Right.
And only I can hear the music.
That's when we really, I can see. Now I get it. Probably do need some music.
17, 15, 16, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. I think there's more people playing the game than are actually even here, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. You got 2 people sleeping. You got 5 seconds. 5, 4. Who's not answering? Hurry up. You're messing up the integrity of the game. The gray character and the whatever blue character that was. A good taunt to yell at the zoo elephants. Floppy ears or Chris Benoit. Oopseed. his child. It tastes so good. Are those the only two choices? Dude.
What?
Floppy ears. JC is so innocent sometimes. Not dying for Israel. Why haven't we been back to the moon? Because it's fake. Because it was filmed in Laurel Canyon by Kubrick.
Well, yeah, because that's not real. Yeah, well, yeah.
You played Quiplash before, right, CD?
Yeah.
I think it's the most popular.
I think it is too.
Game.
Oh my god, I need help. Hang on.
Because it's fake.
Duke. Matt.
Yeah, as I was saying, call Duke to. He needs to fix your technology. He'll come in and kill. Ask him if he can kill spiders for you while he's in there. A good sign your mechanic is ripping you off is that he says you need a new drain cock fart bluffer. Ooh, this is
nice.
A tough one.
Nice.
Drain cock won because it sounds more real. Fart bluffer, while it sounds funny, drain cocks, people need to get their drain cock fixed sometimes, clearly. Decembuary. LOL. That was my answer. Do. Next question. Don't talk to me before I've had my coffee, and don't touch me until I've had my blank. Donkey punch. No answer. Do. Game works better when people answer. Farts are real. Farts are real. That's true. Could be. A fart could cause a car problem. A bed bug review of your mattress. Too much fucking with T spelled T-O. Smells incredible. All right. Get your voting in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know if everyone's voting. People's passed out or what. I voted for too much fucking because it was spelled incorrectly. That's the reason I voted for it, because it was spelled T-O. Terrible spelling and grammar could benefit one in Quiplash. Worth keeping in mind.
Sometimes, yeah, for sure.
Adam Jones, Kawawa, Saw, and then other people. 4th, 5th, 6th. Round 2. Do. Doubled point values. All right, prompts are up.
All right.
Do. Am I allowed to say this in this game?
What? Yeah, whatever you want.
All right. My opponent will probably have the same disturbing answer that I put. The review was a toast to much fucking. Type it with a hard R. Adam, I didn't know that was a libertarian song. That's very interesting. He was talking about War Pigs. Is Michael Coulter is Michael Coulter 15 minutes behind? Did he accidentally click the mouse in the wrong place? How did the ghosts in Pac-Man die? Got caught sleeping with Miss Pac-Man from PP Haha. PP Haha is a user was. I don't want to explain it. It's a silly thing that we say. That I say, and that other people apparently say too. It was the room name. The room name for Jackbox was PP Ha. The letter P H A, and then I started using PP Haha as a username.
Right.
And then it's become a meme along with Chihuahuas because I called Courtney's dogs Chihuahuas, but they're Chihuahuas. Nice. You have to
That makes
explain it
sense.
in detail, Adam.
Right, sure.
A perplexing band would be Crosby, Stills, Nash, Young, and Big Cock and Little Dick. Is that all we think about?
Yes.
Is penises and erections and phallical things? I forgot to vote. I was thinking about dicks. Erase that from the stream after.
I get it.
Phallic answers.
Phallic answers.
That wasn't that prompt had nothing to do with penises. I don't think. A good name for a Coldplay cover band. Gay play, kind of Coldplay, but still gay. Those are kind of two of the same answers. So I mean, it depends what you like more. You first called them Kawahoos. That I don't remember. Then it turned into Kawawas. I don't think did I say Kawahoos? I don't doubt it, but I don't remember it. Virus mommy. Gay play. I like gay play. The band name. What a rich jerk drinks champagne out of. Gold Stanley Cup, 1984 Redskins Super Bowl champions mug. It's amazing how the human brain we all think of the same sort of thing, if not the same exact thing. Me and Adam love thinking of gay stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No.
I mean, lesbians. I think of lesbians because lesbians are cool. You know, lesbians.
Yeah.
Not different. Men. Just the reason everyone loves Tom Hanks is blank. His pedo shoes of the joint kids. Thank you, because they are afraid he'll rape their kids. Tom Hanks is entered. Is he Does Tom Hanks want? Is he on Twitter X? Can I tag him and to come hang out with us? You never.
I wish.
You never know.
Hey, he may be bored.
People who do the things he does are bored. I think a lot of these like weird, perverted, psychotic, power brokery things are done for sport just because of boredom. I believe that. A political slogan, if a bear was running for president: "Make America Chris Benoit again. Make America friend again." Okay. I voted for Chris Benoit. That's all for round 2. I can't believe Tony is playing. I don't even know which one he is. He's high? HI?
Is Tony winning?
I don't know. It goes by too fast. I missed who was in the lead. Did anyone catch what the score was?
No.
I'm not. Tony would use someone else's name. He would like call himself Saw. Like he would do that kind of shit. Nor winning. God bless you. I'll say bless you when people cough. Come up with a hit video game with this word and this title.
Thank you.
Okay. I have answered. Oh, please, Tony. Those are Tony answers. No one else would come up with those. I don't know what to believe. We're waiting on one more. Who's the gray figure? Hurry up. That's Farce. No, that's a high. That's Tony right there who just answered. Tony, you just got it in. Grease muncher, grease in the booty crease, grease my balls. I wish Choit's dad was Chris Benoit and Hanks. Tony's definitely playing. Grease police, grease age mutant ninja turtles. Okay, I have voted.
Grease is the word.
What do you mean Chris Benoit and Hanks? Like a combination of like both of them? Like a hybrid? Or I have two dads? Do I have two dads? Is that a sitcom? That sitcom will have a limited limited lifespan for that. It would be like a three series season series. Did I win? I'll try to screen crap. I call it screen crap. Screen grab.
Same shit.
The results here. Forest Mommy looks like she got some points this round. Did High win with that ridiculous answer? With my two dads, Chris Benoit and Hanks. Does that make Chet Hanks my brother? We could be a musical duo. Adam Jones. Oh, I missed it. Maybe it will tell us. Extra chromo choit. 2.5 Men. Tony is the loser twink brother. Okay, that could be a sitcom. Tom Hanks is our dads, and Chris Benoit. And Chris Benoit is trying to kill us, and Tom Hanks just wants to like abuse us and put us in like little gay skits and shit. I don't like this show. I can't help but be creative, but this is just all hypothetical. We'll start a new game. Well done, Adam Jones. Got caught sleeping with Miss Pac-Man, Little Dick. Hanks definitely wants Tony. I could see that being a match, like chasing around the house and shit. We have to air it in June for Pride.
Yeah.
Strategically, when a lot of these other shows are on hiatus. All right, let's go back and we'll see if you can get in here. Did you ask a man for help?
All right.
I
did, and I think he's asleep.
This is not worth waking him up for.
I mean, I can. And if this doesn't work, I will.
You woke me up for Jackbox.
In a heartbeat.
BJ, are we being tested? Okay. BJ Southwest.
Why does it still say the room is not found? Okay.
Sawzin.
I'm gonna go.
Can I brush my teeth before we start? Yeah. You got to post a picture on Twitter of your freshly brushed teeth. Can you totes my bagel while you're up? Dental hygiene break. That's cool. I like to get everyone's details. Forest Mommy probably does a really thorough job brushing her teeth. Did we? Oh, it was what kind of bagel was it? It was chocolate chip cream cheese. I remember. Can I go back in the chat and see what kind of bagel that was? Let's see here. I guess not.
I'm gonna go get my iPad and try that. Come on.
Do what you got to do. I realized that my other mic is not connected right now. Oh, Jesus. CD's in.
Oh my God. Bro, I got a new iPhone and what year is this? Yeah, I got a new iPhone and now I couldn't even get my Gmail on it. It took forever today to figure that shit out. So
I've never.
So I guess on my new phone I can't play Jackbox either. I have to figure that out.
It's because you're typing HTTPS www.
That's why.
Maybe.
I'm sure that's why. Even though, yeah, I don't know either. Weird. It worked on my iPad just fine.
For winning, I think I have a screen screen grab of you winning. I can post that on the internet and tag you. That's probably a good idea. I'll encourage engagement. Can I get a job in social marketing or something?
I mean, I believe you could.
Still alive.
For sure.
Anyone want to play Jackbox? All right. Maybe I'll retweet that and
That's your social marketing.
Yeah. I am marketeer. Marketeer. I'm a marketeer.
Uh-huh.
I gotta put my echo cancellation back on.
Oh, hey, Daniel.
All right. I'll tag Adam Jones. Do people know this is Quiplash? Well done. Well done. Well done, Adam Jones. Good. Good quiplashing. Quiplashing. Do I have to host? I'm busy on Twitter X right now. Do I have to host the show while I'm doing? I'm busy. Excuse me.
I think.
Excuse me. I think I'm going to send some emails.
I don't know, Adam. I don't know.
All right, everybody. Is everybody in who wants to play?
I think Daniel. Do you want to be?
Do you want to play? I heard Daniel is here. Do you want?
Yeah, Daniel's here.
Do you want to get on this sweet quiplashing action?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, Daniel. We all have dick jokes. It's just all a variation of a dick joke.
Yay! Finally, some recognition. Oh, I was gonna retweet that also. We're still playing, so people know. If you retweet the still playing, that means you're still playing. I'll just untweet and retweet it every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I know there's actually is a limit on how many tweets you can send in like a day. It's like it's a big amount.
Fourth, like mommy knows.
It's like 100 or 300 or something. But how many times can I untweet and like retweet my own shit like every 2 minutes? I think we start. I'm calling this the cough cast. I've been coughing too. There we go.
Sam Tripoli gave us AIDS. Whatever.
Oh yeah, everybody gets AIDS at those events. Sam Tripoli, I saw him live, and he was pretty.
Me too.
The show was in the Round where I saw him, which is I don't like the Round for comedy at all. It feels like it's some kind of like fucking therapy session or some weird community meeting. But at some point he was guessing everyone's races who was entering the room and making jokes about them.
That's awesome. And that sounds...
It was pretty wild.
That sounds wild.
Yeah. He does a good job. That was a fun show overall. It was some weird ass venue though. All right, let's start.
Let's go.
Let's go. Everybody's in.
Well, Owen Benjamin was the highlight of the weekend. I met him.
He'd be wild too.
Bruh. He's tall as shit.
My George Floyd drawings Tony on his upcoming stream before his studio flood was going to do a show where you submit George Floyd drawings for a contest. Anything related to the George Floyd. I made some, and AI was allowed.
Oh, nice.
I sent him mine. Mine was good.
Hell yeah.
Related to Nancy Pelosi, I'll just say that. But that's close enough as the same, you know. All right, prompts are up. I'm thinking. 45 seconds left for me to be thinking.
Oh my God.
Just reminding myself that I'm still here. Okay, all right. I have answered. Who we're waiting on? Someone, hurry up! 654. Who hasn't answered? Who are we waiting on? Who is that?
Isn't that hot?
Everybody, look at everybody went in. This is going to be a good round. A sign your marriage may be falling apart. My wife's boyfriend hasn't been nice to me. When you'd rather go to hell than go home. BJSW. BJSW. Blowjob Southwest. I just need to get one out of my system. My wife's boyfriend hasn't been nice to me is such a good response. What the hell, man? Good job, CD. That's what I meant to say as the host of the show. The biggest mistake you can make at an all-you-can-eat buffet: putting the food back you didn't eat, not vomiting after fifths. Not vomiting after fifths, I think, is just a great answer because I can almost picture myself overeating and then vomiting and feeling better after. It was cliche, Adam.
Most people.
She's talking about my answer. Man, these people are a tough. Hey, you gotta vote. Stop being a sore loser. What most people don't know about ostriches: they have no arms. They give you hard cocks. I was thinking too long. That does happen. They should give you maybe 5 more seconds to answer because I was thinking too hard about like overthinking that one. The title of a book that's never checked out of the library: The One Covered in Dried Feces, or the Bible. I guess that could be the same one potentially. Dried feces. I couldn't think of any books because I'm not one of them readers. I'm not one of them reading types.
That wasn't my question, or I would add a good one.
Tony is dethroning people. I don't even know what we're talking about. Take your large movie theater beverage cup home and use it for nice liquor, pissy shitties. Oh, this is one I think I'm supposed to answer here.
Yeah, dude. Shit costs
I don't know
$25.
Fan rating system. Is that something in the game or in the chat or the score of the game? I'm confused.
Oh my god, I could have nailed that one. Oh. Yeah, I would have said something about Mary Jane's psychosis.
Background noise back on.
Oh, am I back on?
No, I'm good.
I like that one.
Mary Jane's PMS.
Yes. Good job.
Is Adam Jones going to repeat as Quiplash champion? That dude is probably driving Uber right now and playing Quiplash and talking to the person in the Uber about the Federal Reserve. That's just all happening at the same time, I would assume. I forgot to take a screen crap.
Oh,
it goes
man.
by too fast.
It does.
All right, prompts are up. I can't believe what I'm saying here. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to know what people are going to like, even if one is not the most confident in their responses. You never know what people are going to react to. This is better than Jackbox. We have to beat Tony. The hell. Waiting on one more. Who's that? Hi or Saw or JC? You and me both. The saddest thing to say with a voice full of helium. Let's go Chris Benoiting tonight. What am I here for? Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. My phone is dying. So charge it. Women be using their phones dying for excuses, but men never really can use that. I've noticed this. Oh yeah, look at me, Chris Benoit. If you say Chris Benoit
with helium, I think it'd be really funny.
Yeah. I did picture it or envision it. What word should never be followed by an exclamation word? Poop, dick, N-word. It's kind of a weird question.
That is kind of a weird question. I'm trying to think what word.
I would have maybe you've
somber.
Lie for me for half the points or whatever. I voted for poop dick. Did I not go get it in time?
My bad. I don't think I did either.
Maybe there's it's a conspiracy. Nancy 3 zeros. What's up?
Oh, hey,
terrible
Nancy.
Name for a talk show. Did you even sleep? The old hags. They already have a show. It's called The View.
Right.
Poop dick, definitely. Poop
no, a terrible name for a morning talk show is, straight black or.
I'm literally charging my phone right now. Dumb. Is he talking to me or Tony? She thinks she's talking to me. That's cool. I'm not talking about you specifically, but women be like, "Oh, my phone is about to die."
Racist thoughts.
I can't marry you right now because my phone's dying. What are mannequins you thinking? I'm constipated. Oh, racist thoughts. I should have said something more about how they don't have buttholes. I should have typed more. Maybe that would have helped. I don't know. Sometimes when you try to explain too much, it's just like simple is sometimes the best. A rumor that other birds have about the ostrich. They had a lung removed, sucked their own dicks. I don't know what. They love it up the egg chute. Okay. That's funny. I shouldn't be. I don't want to analyze during the thing. Yeah, egg chute is funny. It's a metaphor for the butthole. Or I don't even know where the eggs don't come out of the butthole, but it kind of looks like it. They poop out eggs or what? Birds. The worst part about being under Dracula's thrall is that he always making you. First, I have to learn what thrall means. Each second.
Thrall means like spell.
I guess I could have guessed that. Control power or whatever is what I was gonna guess there. Do. Give BJ's.
I mean, that's my competition. I will, of course, lose every time.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just not even that. We necessarily love the answer. Just like, oh, that one mentions BJ's. Let's choose that one.
We have to choose that one now. I get it. I get it.
You're not vote. It's not always for an amazing answer. It's compared to what.
Exactly.
And that's not necessarily that the other answer is bad. It's just like, BJ's is tough to, what's tough to compete with a BJ. The name of the game is BJSW, the room. All right, Final Jeopardy here. See, she still sims for you. Eggs come out of my mouth. I know I'm funny. I'm wasting time looking at the chat and instead of answering here. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I spelled it correctly, but whatever. Got 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and oh, look at JC. Dramatic. All right, let's see here. UHI, Unified Humper International. Urethras have individualism, uninterrupted heaving internally. Uterus havers incognito. Urine hell idiots. Uranus homoclonius Iona. Homunculus. Homunculus. Is that a word? Homunculus. Homunculonus. Okay. Maybe I should have changed my answer. Can I undo it? I want to change what I have for number 2. Too late.
Too late.
All right. I have voted. 1 second, everybody. I don't know if everybody got in or not. I voted for Uranus homunculus. So whatever the hell JC said. That was my gold one. And then I also voted for the Humper. I wanted to put CD's answer second. And then I think I voted for your forest mommy, your whatever that said. It's too fast. I'm trying to be a play-by. I want to be a play-by. Is there a job to be a play-by-play Jackbox host? Can I be the live?
That would be so fun.
Maybe I could bring it to. Can I bring it to a bar? Like I could be like, it's Jackbox night, everybody. What's trivia? They write down the answers on a little piece of paper and bring it up to the front of the bar. That's annoying. Who wants to deal with that shit?
I win at that shit, dude.
Yeah, Jackbox night. It's Jackbox night. What's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in the live chat. It resets the stream, so you can always try again. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Sure. Awesome.
I don't know how. I need to learn how to use. Give BJ saw. Do we want to play another round of this? Do we want to play another Jackbox game? What does the crowd want to? What do we want to do here? What do we want to do? Should I start a new? If anyone, maybe I'll start a new. At least a new game. So if anyone new wants to play, maybe we'll get. Maybe the code will be like ass.
I hope so.
Ass with 3 S's.
Can you pay for a premium subscription so that you can like preset what your rooms are called? That way, it would be worth it.
It
would be 1,000% worth it.
I pay $40 a month for that. No,
without question.
I want to be able to make the room ass with 3 S's.
420, 69.
Yeah. 420, 69. It's got to be 4 letters. 69, 69. All right. Let me share my screen here. Window.
Okay.
Kawawas. Zili. Is that a Roman numeral?
Yeah, it's 2 eyes.
I assume you guys want to play again. I feel weird not seeing a badge number next to Tony. I'm not sure what that. The only is that we had about Pissy Shitties is real. It's all real. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Same cast of characters.
All right.
Pissy Shitties. That's what they call. That's like slang for toilet, I assume.
Is that true? Is that a thing?
It is now.
That a real word?
We're changing the culture. We're moving the culture. I'm not sure in what direction. Somewhere.
We're countering the culture with. What did you say?
I said we're influencing the. We're influencers. Pissy Shitties.
With Pissy Shitties, we are countering culture with Pissy Shitties. I agree.
Yeah.
And stand by it. That's how you change. That's how you turn the tide. You know. Does
anyone else want to play here? We got 5 here. Are we ready to get? We can play with 5.
Where is Forest Mommy? Yeah, we can't play with 5. Let's go.
Is JC? Who won the last game? I don't even remember.
JC won.
Oh, JC
That's why
won
he's
the
got
last.
the crown. He's got the crown.
Oh, I didn't realize how this is even works. Does it pay? Does what pay? I forget what we were talking about 20 seconds ago. Might jump in later if you're still going. Forest
Okay.
Mommy's is doing what do you call it? Like the nighttime routine. What's like a women's nighttime routine? Is there like a word for that? A term for that thing?
It's just your I think it's just nighttime routine.
She's
I
doing
think you nailed
eyebrows.
it.
She's doing eyebrow stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of it. 100%. So
Yeah.
we're ready whenever you are, boss.
All right, let's we can go with five dedicated players here. I will not lose my crown. No, not to no TT. Does crown pay? You're trying to go pro, bro? Professional Quiplash? Is there a professional Quiplash league?
I'm sure there is.
Is there a team?
It's an amateur. I'm sure there's an amateur league.
Is there a team
for
representing
sure.
cities? A team of Quiplashers? They go and they face other cities, and then when you win the championship, your city riots and shit. Quiplash champion.
Did we just make one?
All right, here we go. Prompts are up. Da-da. There's a chance that my opponent might have the same answer, but it's a risk I must take.
Well, we had to.
Oh, you already know what I'm talking about.
And I probably put it too.
Oh no.
So if that's the case, then everyone needs to choose mine.
Well, they won't know.
Oh, well,
I mean, it's possible.
I'll point to it.
I see. That one on the left.
The one on the left.
Well, how do we know? How we still wouldn't know?
No, I guess not.
If it's unless we use slightly different spelling or terminology for it, we'll see if it's the same answer. 15 seconds.
If you made it plural or not.
JC the King. 10, 9, 8, 7. TT. Choit the badge is basically what your grandparents had to wear in Nazi Germany. That's fun times. What a drunk traffic reporter would say, yo, I'm fucked up, LOL, order wings. That is one hell of a pile up. Yo, I'm fucked up, lol, order wings. That is one hell of a pile up. I guess they would say that, but good name for a pet, Aardvark. Barky. Pete Booty Gigger. I have voted. I voted for Varky. I liked Varky. It's cute.
Varky.
And I appreciated that it was such a path of least resistance to get to that.
Yeah.
One thing you wouldn't mind holding between your butt cheeks for an hour.
The one on the left.
No, the one on the right is the one you want to
off.
answer.
No, the one on.
Oh man, I'll screen crap this. Oh, did I get it? I did get it.
Oh,
I guess I could always go. I could always go back because this is a live stream and screen crap it.
Yes.
As along with the winners. That's actually a good idea. I could get engagement. I'll celebrate the winners of my. I actually did that. I the screen crap of JC winning last week. Instead of it's alive, what Dr. Frankenstein yelled after making his 14th Frankenstein. No, he is trans YOLO. Transenstein. Transenstein's monster. There goes the neighborhood. 2% Indian feces, 2% foreskin on your shirt. I feel like we all lose with both of these answers. Everybody loses. There are no winners. There are no winners with this particular question and responses. But well done, Adam Jones and CD. Here are the scores after round one, I believe we're in. We got Kawawa Saw, Adam Jones, JC, and CD. Round 2, point values doubled. Right. Do-do-do. Prompts are up. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm proud of my answers. I don't know if they're good, but they flowed. They flowed right out of me. Do 50 seconds. Plenty of time to go. Plenty of time to go. Take your time. Come up with something you like. What you think people will like. What you think is fun. Can you block Saw? What did Saw do? Is Saw even chatting? The leaderboard thing? This thing is rigged. What leaderboard thing?
I don't even have.
Is that on YouTube? I don't even have YouTube open. The worst thing to wake up and find sitting on your chest, your fat mom and poop. Leaderboard thing. The crown thing. Can I get rid of that? Do I want to not have that? I did notice that. How do I make that not a thing? I gotta vote first. The technical metal term for swamp ass. I think that's. Oh, I thought that was JC's. I thought JC would have been humidius gluten because didn't he come up with a similar answer to the Final Jeopardy last round? So what's the deal? I have YouTube up and I see there's like the crowns with the chat rankings and I see 75 XP. Adam doesn't care about the leaderboard. What a shame. It's a new thing. Do people like the leaderboard? Is it a good thing? Oh, I didn't vote. Oh no, this was one I what the fuck? Excel is such a good answer.
It is a pretty good answer.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Don't antagonize your fans and your most loyal supporters. First draft movie line. Go ahead. Make my ass hurt or burrito. He said one thing. Very unimpressive comment too. Oh, I see. Because Saw is the #1 commenter, but he hasn't been the most impressive with his comments in quantity or quality. Is the argument that Courtney and Tony are making? A terrible name for a street: Hitler Avenue, Dead End Circle. Hitler Avenue is not the best name for a street. I will say that. Dead End Circle. What if it was like Hitler is a Dick Avenue? Hitler's Mustache Avenue is kind of funny. It's one of those like kitschy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So explain to me the chat or CD, explain to me this ranking thing that's happening because I never noticed this. Did I?
I don't know.
You don't
I always thought the ranking system was something with like paid subscribers or something.
I said it was. That's what I thought. And I'm like, I don't have that. How did that end up here? Final Jeopardy. EGD.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'm not winning. Saw, can you disable your account for a second? Saw you disappeared for an hour. I have been chatting the most. You're number one in everyone's heart, Forest Mommy. I'll look. I don't tell me how to level the playing field in the chat rankings. Which one do you like more? Egregiously giant dicks, Eugene Gaylord Dickinson, eat gay dick, erectile goo dumpster, even God does it.
Y'all put God in all this, and y'all need to stop that. If there's a D in the acronym, it's gonna say dick. It's gonna have something to do with dicks every time.
Well, 3 of the 5 were dicks.
Leave God out of it.
I couldn't think of a good verb for God. I was going to be like, even God, and then like some sexual verb, but I couldn't think of anything. Even God's donuts. That didn't make any sense. Almost put that. My brain farted. Eat gay dick was my number one choice. Who was eat gay dick? I missed. I wasn't even. Well, maybe this will. Should I screen crap this? Saw is the winner. Saw is the number one chat and the winner of the game. There's going to be a mutiny here. So let me see what happens then. Oh, here's the rankings. When I click on it, it says who the rankings are. Except I can't even see number one. I just see Forest Mommy 2. That's bizarre. It won't show me number one when I click on that. It just says shows weird. 2 and 3. Now I don't know how to get out of it. Do. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Do. Oh, my mouse is low on chart. I can get another mouse. I have a plug-in mouse. Do. See what is this? You see? Oh wait, there now it shows Saw. How do I? You guys want to watch the stream on the stream?
Oh my god, weird.
The stream of the stream. So how do I? What is this? How do I like reactions? That's fine. Timestamps, participants. How does this like? What is this? Question mark. What's the leaderboard? How do you get on the leaderboard? Turn get more or turn off. I'll do that later. I'll take a screen crap of this.
How do you get off the leaderboard?
Turn. This means you can turn off the leaderboard, right?
Right.
It's right here.
Correct. Yes.
I never fucking turned it on. I never turned it on the same place. Streamception.
Right. Yes. Streamception.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to make sure. I want to wait for his thing to come up twice. There it is. Hold on. I'll take a picture. I'll take a screen crap of that for S's and G's. Sometimes I like to say S's and G's. I don't know why. I'm not censoring myself.
What's it?
Shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles.
Streamception. Do. What's next? Should we call it? Should we land the plane? Should we play another game? Should we play a different Jackbox game? Do you sing? Do you juggle? Can you do a Rubik's Cube in a short period of time? Do you have special talents?
No. I have no special talents. I have exhibited all my talents in the 2.5 hours I've been here.
What about black market, dark web gloves being sold? Mittens, gloves, hand warmers, things like that. Do you have? Is there a dark hats, bloody hats? Is there anything else we need to cover? Don't end the stream. The leaderboard battle is going strong. I guess people like the leaderboard. I'll keep it up. It incentivizes drama. I'm like, I'm
I'm down. I'm down to keep it up. I'm down to. I don't care. I'm here.
Do you guys want to play? Everyone hates Quip. What's the other game? Guespionage. Have you ever played that one?
I don't think so.
It's the one with the wheel and you vote the percentages of the things.
No, but that sounds like fun.
It's mixed reviews from the group, but that's because they don't know any. No, I don't know. I'm down to try. Do you guys want to try Guespionage, or we can play Fibbage? Fibbage requires more brain power, so that may be something we may not want to. Guespionage is gay.
Oh, is it gay? Okay.
I don't know. It's you know what the problem is. It's a little bit slower paced. I think that may be why it's like too much like talking in between things. Like maybe too much like the graphic shit. Fibbage. You guys want to try Fibbage? Fibbage is fun. That's the one where you have to come up. Actually, nah, because we're better off just probably playing this again. Because Fibbage, you have to like spell shit correctly and
that we can't.
It's bad. Yeah,
we're gonna lose real bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll do it again. Do it again. Let's go.
All right, we'll do another. Tony, tell us.
This is so much fun.
Again. And you guys, I appreciate y'all hanging. I guess this is what I talk about in everyone else's streams, like what I ate and what I'm doing, and
right?
Being an asshole.
Whoever sees it and responds sees it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. If people want to talk about, like, all I can do is put my bagel out into the universe. I can't make people respond to it. If people want to respond to my bagel, toast it in a toaster oven. What kind of bagel was it again?
What kind?
I know. Oh, plain. That's right. Plain bagel.
With chocolate chip. Ooh.
Tony eats like what I would eat, like the 12-year-old me, but he needs the calories. It's good. It's good you're getting some calories. You're so thin. You need to have some meat on your bones. This boy doesn't eat. What are his parents feeding him? All right, I'm gonna share my screen here. I'll start a.
Are you Jewish?
Yeah.
Like your mom's Jewish?
Yeah, both of my parents. I'm not like religious. I haven't been to temple in 30 years.
Yeah, for sure. But your mom, like you were raised.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ish.
Yeah, ish.
Yeah, ish. Right?
Yeah, fun times. No, it's fine, whatever.
I was raised Catholic, so
religions are weird. Organized religions
are weird. Oh my god.
A mixed bag. I think I just don't like it's boring. Temple is boring, church is boring.
So is mass.
Yeah. I gotta go to a black church where they're singing and shit.
That is where
or one of the guys where they're doing the tongues and shit. And
yeah, Pentecostal. Go to Pentecostal.
They're screaming. I want to be I want to be. Well, Tony's kind of a priest, but I want to be like a reverend, a preacher, and I want to preach about probably just food. Just talk about food.
If you want to start a cult, I'm your girl. I really did miss my calling in life with that. I could have made like a shit ton of money. You know what I mean? Like looking at it, it's like, man, people are easy to. This would be so easy. I mean, I'm a good person, so I wouldn't do something like that. But if I was not a good person, it would be so easy.
Yeah. How does Joel Osteen?
It's a cult, dude. He's a cult leader. That's what happens. He's a cult leader. He has a lot of money. That could have been me, but I'm a good person.
Jim Jones. Is he like a preacher guy?
Yeah, homie. You don't know who that is?
He's like a Joel Osteen type. Joseph Smith started a new church. Oh, my I gotta get another mouse here. I'll be
go get another mouse.
I need one of them plug-in mice.
I definitely would be the Jim Jones. Or like the Rajneeshis, the Wild Wild Country. That's the ones that poisoned the food in Washington State. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That guy ended up taking a vow of silence. You know what I mean? So that he didn't have to, because of religious reasons, he did not have to talk to the feds. And then he escaped and left the country. And then after he bought a bunch of cars and stuff. And I just feel like that's the kind of cult leader. Like, I want them to all wear a uniform. I'm really into the uniform. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I'm really into the
screen crap. I'll take a screen crap. Saw is dead. Let me pull up who's number one in the.
Is he dead for real, or she? I don't know.
Why? Do you guys still want to play
somebody?
You can see him with the screen, right? Am I tripping? Are we retired?
It says that I'm in, but it doesn't show my person on there. But it says I'm in.
Oh, you know what? I see. Oh, there. It was
okay.
Like
right here. Okay. There's okay.
Hold on. Okay. Courtney's number 3 right now.
Also, we're all here.
Who's number 2
exactly.
and 1?
What would Jesus see? Exactly. I'm just saying. I could make little bracelets too. I would have all the friendship.
Nancy's playing. That's cool.
I know. I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. Nancy's here. Hey.
Shall we start? Anyone else?
Let's go, motherfucker.
One more.
Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody's in. Saw needs a sharpening. What would JC do?
Yeah, that's me. That's what I'm saying. I would have cute little bracelets just like that. We'd sell them. We'd sell them for. We'd be the fucking.
So do you get more points in each chat all the time in every chat or something? I swear every time Saw chats he gets 25 more points. The fix is in.
We need to equalize the points. Okay, we need to equal opportunities.
Props are up.
Oh my gosh. No.
One of my answers is just pretty retarded. I guess we have to mass chat every day. Should I disable the because it did say, I think it did say you can do it. I saved a screen crap of that. It said top fans and XP. Learn more, or turn off in help center. 25 seconds, 24 seconds. Who are we waiting on here?
Me, probably. Hang on.
Yeah. Do.
Shh.
Coffee here.
Okay. I'm in.
What happens if you only have one person in the chat? Is they 1, 2, and 3? Oh man, great minds. Great minds. Do. Me and Farce Mommy. We're like peas in a pod. And our periods are in sync. I went the suicidal route. What would the world's most obnoxiously trendy brunch restaurant called? Champs and Clams, the Autist Grill. Dude. So I'll just gain 250 more points without saying anything. I was cliche. No, you were good. I just took your answer and took it to the next level, I guess, of ridiculousness. Both good at pretty solid answers there. Autist Grill and whatever the other. Why was the red panda so red? Murder blood, adrenochrome. This shit is rigged. I know, right? That's why I'm going to disable it, because it doesn't seem to be representative of the actual participation. I'm going to write to Paul YouTube, John YouTube, Frederick YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube is
like
working against us. It's like when the algorithm gets you to like engage with people that you don't like. You're like, I hate that guy. Why did he tweet that? I don't agree. Blah, blah, blah. And then you're like drafting response and engaging, and the algorithm is like, and Elon is like, haha, you got him. Why you shouldn't party with Vikings? Because you may become his bitch. I'm a Packers fan with multiple exclamation points. Don't disable it. All right, okay. I guess I'll keep it. It might not show up next time because I never seen it before, and I ain't do nothing different. I'm a Packers fan. People voted for that. The weirdest gift you could give somebody is a pillow with blank on it. Penis. Soap.
Oh, I read in it. Oh, wow.
But I like the answer more. Because I'm compromising the integrity of the game, but because it doesn't say AP. Oh, I thought you said.
No,
I thought you were penis. Forest Mommy was penis.
Yeah.
But I liked it more because it said penis and not a penis. It just read funnier.
Right,
Adam doesn't want us to chat. No, it's not. No, it's not that. It's not that. I want people to chat. Don't leave. Don't leave. I'm trying to be. I don't. I'm not. I'm trying to be. I don't want people who feel like they're being wronged by the scoring system. A terrible drill sergeant would be constantly yelling "dick to ass, baguette." I went with dick to ass also because baguette you can almost hear, but dick to ass is quite disturbing. I don't want to be. I don't want to join the army. Something you would never think about while meditating. Tangy twat. This sucks. You should never think about. Chest, chat. Courtney trying to get more points. Let's all just succumb to Saw. Where are we at?
All right, let's see.
I guess I could share my whole other monitor and you could see the Kawawas, Farce Mommy, Nancy, Adam, Jono. Tony is coming for Saw. CUMM. Succumb. You can't spell succumb without come. Courtney with observations. Oh, the prompts are up. Oh, she's spamming the chat. I'll interpret these as flirtations. Where the hell did my window go? Oh, I think I accidentally closed my shit. Okay, I voted. Oh, I didn't even realize I had that much time left. I'm a twink. I can't come. It's a death rattle for me. I'm not sure what that means. That's cool. Glad you're here and glad you're having fun.
Me too.
Who are we waiting on? We're waiting on one more here.
Me!
CD. There you go.
Yeah.
This is fun. I should just keep that up until someone types a better comment. What you've been searching for wasn't inside you this whole time. It was in my butt or the 9mm. This would be the question that I answered thinking I had not a lot of time and misread. People still voted for it. Looks like Adam wants Nancy to be number one. What God probably smells like Mother Teresa farts. I might have to take a screen crap of that. It's a good one. CD. I am Saw. You might be Saw in the game, but you're not Saw in the chat. What a crappy doctor would say every time a patient gets naked. I am going to get sick, or oh shit. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Terrible advice from a driver's ed instructor. I am blind and high. 3 beers is okay. One of these is not really advice, but it sort of is. It's more like encouragement. It's like, hey, I can do this. You can do this. I guess both are sort of. I should have taken a screen crap of that too. Lots of screen crap worthy responses here. Number 1 in our spleens. What are chicken nuggets really made out of? Puss, kangaroo buttholes.
Either way, would not shock me. Foreskin would shock me.
Is this mouse working? Yeah, it's good.
He's crumbling.
Who's crumbling?
I guess Saw.
Oh, there's 2 games going on right now. There's 2 competitions.
There are 2 competitions.
There's the Jackbox game, and there's also the chat. The one thing that's versus Popeye, an airman, E. coli. Is that a spinach reference? A spoiled spinach reference?
I think so. That's pretty deep, honestly.
Yeah. E. coli. The best part about being an 1800s fur trapper, sparse law enforcement, sex with hookers who smoke long cigs. They're trying to take down Saw. He's got X 250 X points. I'm in the chat too as myself. Maybe I should try to compete. Because I like to comment as me. Hi, me and everyone. Am I in the lead now? Am I catching up? Oh shit, I did. Look at me. I'm up to 5th now. Before I was not 5th. You are 8th. No, I jumped.
Nuh-uh.
Maybe I can be my top fan. Sauce. Oh shit! Final Jeopardy. Complete the comic. Do you have any toilet paper I can borrow? Okay, my answer's solid, but I don't know if it's going to be a winner, but we'll see. I'm proud of my response. Pre-question analysis. Adam, ban yourself. LOL. I could comment as my other self here. I'm gonna have a new logo soon, also.
Oh shit!
Branding, double new branding. We got 5, 4.
I know.
3,
shut up.
2, 1.
Oh
got it in. I think
I did.
All right, let's see what we got here. Do you have any toilet paper? Yeah, but it's used. Yeah, Yes, when I am done after wiping. No, but I did stay at that's gonna be Holiday Inn or something.
Yes.
Yes,
I was
get
typing
one.
it.
Yes, get one square. No, but you can use my socks. No, but I have some useless dollar bills. Only if you give it back. Okay. These are all pretty good answers. Well done, everybody. You guys are all winners in my heart. PP, ha ha ha. I make everyone dumber. I think.
No
Is it
way.
true? You don't think so? Do you think I do?
No. Why would you say that?
Because of reality.
You don't. Yeah, I don't think you make anyone dumber. No.
I'm trying to.
Oh, well, you didn't. I mean, I get. Then yeah. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
I was about to
I'm
say.
just being silly. Did I win? Who won? Saw?
Probably.
JC? JC?
Oh, yeah.
Won Final Jeopardy, but let's see what the final score is here. I'll take a screen crap. Adam Jones, JC, Kawawa, Saw. I missed it. I got Adam Jones the winner again. Poo poo hee hee. Penis farce, mommy. I take it. Everything is so screen crap worthy. I'll make like a 40 tweet sub tweet, or what is that you call it, with like all these replies or whatever, showing all the highlights of Jackbox, from good answers to celebrating the winners.
I love it.
You need these responses in context. This is a judging scandal. Adam should not have the same amount of points as me right now. I am writing a strongly worded letter to YouTube. Dear Bob YouTube. Dear Roberto YouTube. What am I missing in the what's the standings here? Should we go back into streaming inception? What did Daniel call it? Yeah, what is Saw doing to win? King of the chat. Adam Jones, king of the subtweets is when you tweet about someone and don't tag them. Do I do that? Not really. Maybe about politicians. But usually I will tweet to people. I'll just reply to people. I'll just be like, I'm not tweeting about you. I'm just saying that what you tweeted is retarded.
Right.
Complaints against me are verboten. So I was chatting up a storm before we got here. Now we lose. Yeah, I don't know why you guys should have like all 1 million points by now.
Right.
Millions of points. Millions and millions. That's The Rock. You know The Rock?
Oh, yeah.
The Rock, the wrestler.
Very familiar with The Rock.
Finally,
yes,
The Rock has come back to Jackbox Party Pack games. What do we do now?
Hey, man, it's your show.
I had a college roommate who used to say, my mind is democracy. He used to be like, what should I do now? Should I go out? Should I order food? What should we do? Should we drink more?
Oh,
my mind is a democracy. Oh, you know what? I'll share that meme. And then I'll show you this guy's comment. And you guys could give me a potential reply. Because I just I emoji reacted with a laugh. It's not even that good of a meme. It's stupid. But all right, this is what I posted on my Instagram stories. The biggest threat to Western civilization, and I crossed out Russia before I posted it, and I crossed out Islam, and I just made China smaller.
Yeah.
I blacked over China. And then this dude responded to this with, where the hell is it? Maybe I'll just share my whole screen. Stop share, present, share screen, entire screen, share screen. Yeah. Can I make this bigger here?
Okay.
This is what this dude responded with. I'm keeping him anonymous because I'm a good person.
Yeah.
Nah, more like white, middle-aged, and older folks who don't feel that we need to be building together as a society who are of the I got mine, good luck to you, and don't let the door hit you on the way out mindset. Most of these folks seem to be white. We agree there. Some are women for sure, but I think that more are men just by virtue of having more men in position of power. Liberal arts degrees, not sure how that plays into things. What?
Okay. Tell me
This
you
was
didn't
not.
go to
This
college
wasn't a public comment.
without
This is
telling
what.
me.
What's that?
I said, tell me you didn't go to college without telling me you didn't go to college, because liberal arts degrees, there's a whole pipeline of white women with liberal arts degrees. I know I am a white woman with liberal arts degrees, so I know them. And yeah, it has everything to do with it. All of it.
Like, I don't know. It just makes me think that you're so far, not just out of touch with people who don't think the same politically as you, but to even comprehend that liberal art, that like in 2025, liberal arts degrees are seen, at least, you know, kind of as a joke, kind of a meme with, and even people who have them are like, oh, they're like known as the, oh, I don't know what I'm majoring in. I can't decide what I want to do with my life. So I'm going to just default to this. And it's, I'm not even saying that with necessarily even like a negative connotation, but like, but sort of it's, I was just going to respond. It's a funny meme.
Yeah,
sir, all this.
This is a Wendy's, you know.
Sir,
like,
sir, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah.
Damn,
like,
who is this hottie? Paul's awake.
Hey Paul.
He's smoking that sativa.
His
He
name
got
is
sativa.
Adam.
He got this sativa TA. Thank you. He's got this sativa THC going late night vibes.
Well,
What's
good
up,
for him.
Paul?
Me too. Us too. It's really Florida.
What is
but okay?
Womp Wharf? Is that like womp womp?
Is that what that
means?
Is? I don't know. I was gonna ask y'all what that meant because I don't know.
I think that means like womp womp.
Is that what that means?
That's what Google corrected it to. Womp Wharf.
But yeah, and then I mean, I got mine. Good luck to you. We like the part of who are of the I got mine. Good luck to you. Okay, first of all, sir, ma'am, whoever the fuck, that is that's society, and if we're not of that mindset, then we're in a socialist mindset. So yeah, which is white women, you know, it's a pipeline. But that is so I got mine, good luck to you. Okay, well, you can take that as bad, or you could say I got mine and I get to keep it, you know.
I just think it's funny someone took the time to write this long response to a meme. I find it fascinating. And who am I to judge it as someone who's analyzing it on the stream? But I am enjoying this, and I think this will be this is a new future segment on my variety show.
I like it.
I'm creating it right now. Dumb things people say to me, and I will share publicly with others for therapeutic purposes.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll clip this and send it to him. It's a him. I don't know if that changes anything. I think I'm okay to say that. I think it makes it worse.
Yeah, because that's like it's white knighting, which is disgusting, and simping for who?
Right.
Especially simping for people who hate you. If you're a man, people who like literally hate you.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would you? Yeah. It's feminine energy.
Oh my God, it's the worst. You know, like so the worst. So.
Yeah, maybe I'll share the debate I'm having with an Israeli guy next week about the war. That's not as boring. That's a good one. That could be a fun thread. Doxing everyone. It's my new segment. Doxing people.
Just doxing people. I mean, if they put it publicly on the gram, then you know.
Jackbox and doxing. What kind of graphic can I have for my thumbnails that show that doxing people is now a part of my variety show?
The yellow pages.
Dude, I'm gonna post all sorts of crazy. Dude, I'm gonna post
you
so
in
many
the
crazy memes this
phone
week.
book.
I'm gonna post so many crazy Jackbox.
Jackbox, I love that. That's funny.
Can you hear me banging on my desk as I laugh? Punctuation. Let's play one more round of Jackbox.
We'll play one more. They're wanting to play one more
Has
round.
Courtney even been playing under a?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't play. She hates Jackbox. She likes to watch, but she hates playing because it says like it's too stressful.
I thought I saw. Never mind. Yeah.
It's possible she's using another name and we're all being had. No, I don't play. I believe it. Bet she doesn't play. But yeah, I'll try to post some. I'll post some memes, and then maybe I'll get retarded responses. Adam traumatized me. That's true. Womp womp. Yeah. You can't force people to play Jackbox against their will.
No, I would never. I don't like to really force anyone to do anything against their will, unless they're a middle schooler.
It's just a game. It's just a game, and I didn't know it was. It's not the.
It is a little bit stressful.
But I think Quiplash, not Quiplash. What's the other game? Fibbage. You played Fibbage before?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one where you come up with a lie and then one of the responses is the truth and everyone has to guess which one is the truth. That game is a little bit more stressful because
that gets stressful because of time. Yeah.
You got to time, you got to spell things correctly, and it takes a little bit more like you just don't have to. Quiplash, you just have to come up. What are my retarded friends going to like the most?
Exactly. I think Duke and I played that one time, and I was like, I don't like this one. Yeah, I remember that now, and I remember not liking it.
Yeah.
Because I would come up with things after. I was like, God damn it. You know, like, why didn't I say this?
We were going to play another Jackbox. I guess people wanted to play.
Yeah, we're going to play.
All right, let's, I have to reopen.
Don't worry, we're playing. No womp womp. We're going to play. We're playing.
Why did I wake up?
I don't know.
Why did you wake up?
To play Jackbox. To play
Jackbox? Sativa. Sativa Paul.
Sativa Paul.
You get like sativa energy. Is there a sativa energy drink? Is that a thing? Get that going.
Yeah,
Courtney just says hi periodically to try to bump herself up in the chat rankings.
Dude, why not?
Yeah.
This is anarchy. I mean, let them.
Anarchy in the UK. Did someone just message me? What is that?
Hello, Moto.
I hear beeping, but that could be anything here. What's his DS? Hold on, I'm gonna answer some emails. Just kidding. Excel, that was a good answer. What did I have that question to? What does Satan's assistant make them do in hell as a Satan's assistant or something?
That was pretty good.
Work with Excel, duh. I lost where this.
Go through TSA.
All right, pulling up Jackbox. We can play. Should we play an older version of Quiplash? I don't know if it matters or not. I guess we might as well play. Should we try the older version? What do you guys think? Do you want to try from Jackbox Party Pack 2? We haven't been getting the same prompts. I don't recognize them, and I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, we'll play the normal Party Pack 3.
All right,
because we know it at least works.
Yeah.
Playing Jackbox. Playing Jack.
We do need some music though. We have to figure out how to do that.
I can play. I play something from my phone. Put it near. I can figure something out.
I'm just singing out loud.
Yeah. That's all I do.
Cause you're like,
Kawawas. Should I change my name? I guess not. What would
That's
be the
your name
point?
now. You can't change your name in the middle of this.
Probably not. I'll confuse myself. And it'll take me 35 minutes to come up with a new one.
Right.
Kawawa's number 2. Kawawa's the set. Kawawa's Junior. Do. All right, let's I'm going.
Daniel, you have to play Jackbox. Where are you going?
Screen.
Stop making pizza. What are you doing?
We making pizza.
I mean, you can make pizza, that's fine, but
steak.
also
All right, I gotta
get this
share.
code.
Present. Share screen. Window.
Adam, that's my kind of show that I would like to put on.
Inner monologue, a show with no talking, all thinking.
Yes.
Silent podcast.
A silent
Wow, it's life.
Yes.
I'll be making a pizza. Is the screen? Oh, there we go. Sing us a song. You're the coughing man.
I know.
Do. What's this diss?
What's your karaoke song, Adam?
I sang Proud Mary last time I did karaoke. I think that's going to be one of my regulars, Creed's Clearwater Style. And the other one, which was a good hit with drunk white people late at night at the bar, was the Hank Williams Your Cheating Heart. I do like a little twangy vibe. So I think those are going to be my two go-tos, Proud Mary and Your Cheating Heart.
Nice.
What else did I do? Karaoke. What about you?
So it depends on the crowd, but normally my number one is The Ballad of Chasey Lane by the Bloodhound Gang. It is extremely irreverent and awful. So it depends on the crowd, but normally I'll do The Ballad of Chasey Lane. If not, then I will do Fancy by Reba McEntire or Give Me One Reason.
Give Me One Reason. That's a good one. What's a good what would be a good Bob Dylan song for karaoke?
For karaoke, so you have to do Forever Young or
Forever Young or what?
Because that is continuous.
Yeah, people might know that one. What else?
You can do
Rod Stewart Forever Young version.
Sure. You can do the Blowing in the Wind.
Is Blowing in the Wind a good karaoke song for if you're not a good singer? I don't. Seems like that's kind of a downer.
It is a downer. All of his.
Yeah. They're not. Okay, that's what I'm saying. None of them are going to. There's no crowd pleaser. Bob Dylan.
What you don't want in a karaoke song. The worst thing you can have in a karaoke song is a long bridge, right? Or like a lot of wordless.
Yeah, but what I'll be dancing while that's happening.
That's okay. Well, if you are
I'll do a fucking cartwell.
That's
during the solo.
Okay. Adam,
right, we'll start the game also here.
Okay.
I have a theory. It is Mayhem Bear. I was gonna guess. I thought Mayhem Bear was Tony. Maybe I thought Tony was running some kind of racket where he uses the names of people in our circles as for Jackbox names.
For Jackbox names.
What's up, Mayhem Bear? Freebird is the perfect karaoke song. Yeah.
But it's got a lot of wordless parts, and unless you were
it does
commands attention,
and it's
you're just standing there like this.
Yeah, I think people would choose to forget. I think people forget that. Not just the outro solo. There are some there's a bunch of extended sort of solos and whatever.
See what I'm
saying? All right, prompts are up.
Okay. This is terrible.
Okay. Not bad. Proud of myself. I don't think Womp Warf is working anymore. Womp Warf. He's trying to boost his chat ranking by just typing Womp Warf. Do I have to block people from you get to play air guitar? Who are we waiting on here? 10,
Me, it's over.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna retweet the whatever the hell I tweeted last.
Okay,
So,
those are stupid
still
questions. I
going
hated
Jackbox.
them.
This is my 8th time doing this, but you the one. I am his wife. What? Do 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 do.
Good job.
Oh, I won.
You win.
Sweet. This is my 8th time doing this, but you the one.
That was good.
Why isn't Paul on the leaderboard? I don't know.
Did Paul go back to sleep?
He could put the like Homer Simpson had the what do they call it? The thing pecking at the keyboard. Get that going. You know your company is going out of business when you show up to work and notice homeless people. The ice cream machine is broken again. I fucking was too slow. God damn it. That's Paul CD's Kemp Bush. I apologize for that. Life hack. If you don't have a wine rack, simply use dildo storage, a woman's rack. Decent answers. Not the greatest, but not terrible. My analysis. I went with dildo storage personally.
I didn't know what to put. I hated that question. Like, I don't know.
Etc.
I've ridden in a hot air balloon. So
Massive anal
Oh,
hemorrhage or Lizzo on it too. What ruined your hot air balloon ride? Here.
Oh, good.
Farce Mommy's number one again. Farce Mommy's always number one.
Yes. Without saying.
Lizzo on it too. Dude, I forgot Lizzo's name and I Googled fat black woman and she was first. I swear to God. I could show you. I might have said fat black female singer. I forget. Let me look at my history. The worst title for a rap
That's
song.
so funny.
I love cops. Obey the rules.
We are one mind.
Fat black female singer is what I Googled. And she was, it wasn't like a bunch. It was like Lizzo. Her name was written fat. It was big fat letters. A weird thing for a president to announce. I did not have blank with that woman. BJ, midget sex. Migdet. 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 I would if I noticed it was spelled Migdet, I would have voted for it twice. So I need a screen cap of that. Oh, don't reload site.
So many dicks, too little time.
Snow White's biggest complaint about living with the 7 doors. Nobody knows whose baby it is. All the stools. I thought that meant like all the poop, like little Migdet poop. Migdet poop. Nobody knows whose baby it is funny. Migdet poop. Fat black female singer. Did you try it? Did you try it? Everyone Google it. Let's see if it works on DuckDuckGo also. Kawawas, CD McCrae, Adam Jono, JC in the lead. Migdet. Migdet.
Look, it's how I spelled it in the moment.
I think it's going to be like 300,000 people on this stream. And I'm going to be still typing the same dumb shit, I feel like. A boy can dream. Is that really my dream? Not really. The worst. Oh, prompts are up. 300 people will be just typing Migdet at rapid speed. Make that. Okay. Okay. That's not going to win. Lima foul. Laughing my ass. I can't lima. What is it? Lim foul. The worst song to be playing for your lap dance. There is no bad song for this. Crocodile Rock. I'm a foul. Tony's desperately crying out for help, and no one can understand what he's saying. There is no bad song for this.
I mean, that's fair. No.
I was going to say like national anthem, and then I thought of hot cross buns, and I was like, that's perfect. It's the opposite of bad. A weird thing to hear from Grandpa. I wish I had spent more time gooning, playing with your granny's nipples. Do 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 do.
It's 2:45 in the morning.
Yeah, you should go to bed.
No, hell no.
No? Gooning.
Nice.
That would be weirder.
Yeah, that would be
Weird.
weird.
Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan movie. Sleepless in Schumann's store, Sahara. Tony is alive again. Do 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 do. Kawawas.
Nice.
Blank are us. Bonks are us. Is that a Simcast reference to Bonk?
Yeah, I think so.
You know Bonk, that guy that juggles I guess he juggles the sticks or whatever. And he appears shirtless on. Oh fuck! I forgot to vote. I was talking too much. I was gonna vote for Big Cox. Let the record show. Get bonked.
Get bonked.
I was afraid of his social media videos were giving me nightmares last night. A good name for Wolf Blitzer. Some old guy. I mean, if the old fag on CNN doesn't sweep, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm compromising the integrity of the game. Everyone should vote how they wish. Clean sweep. I think that's called a quiplash. Is that what a quiplash is technically? It's like a Yahtzee is when you get a something, like some kind of sweep. I forget how Yahtzee works. He has an eyebrow on his head. Haha, I haven't had chatted in forever. Get well card for someone injured by a robot. Wait for the updates. Hope you get those gears out your ass. Okay. We got some creativity here. Get your gears out your ass. Oucha. Adam's driving an Uber right now, delivering food and driving people around and talking to their passengers about libertarianism. The title of Rob Schneider's memoir, You Can Do It. I was in Home Alone too. Yeah, stop typing Wump Wharf. No more. Stop spamming. I don't know. One port for every 10 minutes only. I'm gonna chat. Am I in the lead yet? 5th. Hi. Who was winning? I missed the scoreboard. Am I winning?
Probably.
Just looking at. Get distracted by the other competition. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Forest Mommy. Forest. Oh, come up with a word. Fast food restaurant with this in its name. Mule. We're going to come up with the same retarded answer, but whatever. Did you Google it? Everyone type fat black female singer on every search engine you have and tell me if it comes up Lizzo in big fat letters. Look at everybody quick. Well, there's only one thing to remember.
That's too good.
Big Mule, McDonald's, Mule Meister, Druggos, Mule Dogs, and Burgers. Mule Burger, the barbecue mule.
Oh,
Lettuce Eatery.
I thought it was an acronym.
I'm only voting for 2. Do I have to vote for president? Do I have to vote? Voting is violence. Assbud is here. We were talking about you earlier. I said you were good at music. Love you, Choit. Love you too. No homosexual. Well, Lizzo, cake up for me. Is that a Freudian slip? A Freudian typo?
I know. I thought the same thing too.
Fatsian? Freudian? What rhymes with Freud that means fat? Rhymebrain.com.
What?
CD McCrae winner.
I never win at this.
Picking up words that rhyme with Freud that mean fat. I can't find any.
I can't think of one.
Nah, there's not really anything good. Rhymebrain.com. You ever use
I
that
never
website?
win at that stuff.
Rhymebrain is pretty good. Good job, CD. Assbud is going to dethrone us. Oh, in the chat leaderboard? Where's he at? Is he climbing the ranks? Should I just leave this? Should I just leave the stream going and just turn off my camera and microphone and just put on some sort of just put on one of those like Mozart 12 hours fucking things, and this is my 8th time doing it, but you the one. That was something you don't say to get married. Big debt sex. Midge debt. Big debt. That's Wolf Blitzer. That's his new nickname. Cool.
Big debt. I know.
Big debt.
I can't spell. I really can't spell at all.
You talking about my clothing, or are you talking about Assbud coming up the rear? Oh man, you guys is entertaining.
Where did CD's gift?
Thankfully, I'm not dead last. Well, what is this? Should we do Inception stream?
Yeah, I guess
Inception stream.
I don't know where you came up, all. I'm sorry. I didn't see.
Number FM #1 in our
Awesome.
hearts.
As you should be.
Do. We done it. We did it. We jackboxed. What else do we need to cover?
Oh.
I have to keep the stream going, I guess, so people can continue to compete for leaderboard statistics.
Yeah, right. It's like a
blood sport.
Now it'll be a competition as to who can
Saw's
stay
past
awake.
is tied with Forest Money, but they put Saw #1. Does Saw get a tiebreaker or something? How does that work? Have you guys ever seen this before in any other like streams?
JC would be the one to ask, and if JC hasn't seen the leaderboard, then
I don't know what I did to make this happen. Maybe we should land this plane.
They hate it. Yeah, we can land it. Let's go.
Should we land the plane? That's what everyone always says. Let's land the plane. What else can we say besides land the plane? Dock the boat. That don't sound good. CD McCrae is not a musician, from what I understand. I asked you that.
I'm not.
I'm an hour too.
No.
Yeah, the badge stuff is relatively new, but you could disable it. I think, right, JC? You've seen it in other people's chat, other people's thing. Hopefully, I'll get some people retarded. Left-wing people. They're my friends. When I say retarded liberals, I mean some of my colleagues and friends.
If you want to know, it's even better. It's even better than that. CD is, I swear to God, is Carolina Dawn. That's my name. That's what CD stands for.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they said that would be that's a crazy musician name, but even more so, my parents gave me some crazy Southern name, and oh, Paul, you were half asleep. That's enough. But yeah, that's so my parents gave me that crazy.
Hot chicks in the stream. Oh man, I'm ranked 13th. Well, you better hurry up because I'm wrapping this shit up in seconds. Like, I guess, subscribe, comment, share. Do the thing. CD, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's so late. And you are such a good sport. We covered it all. I think we covered it. We got to know each other a little better. I got to know you a little better. We talked about shoes on the black market on Silk Road. We complained about my silly left-wing friends. We played multiple rounds of Jack Off Party Pack. We've done it all. JC's hanging. We had the whole crew.
We did have the whole crew.
Out of his sleep.
Paul, thank you.
That good THC. I missed the show start over. That's my line, which I stole from someone in Courtney's chat. Anyway, sweet. We done it. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm actually going to click end this thing.
End it.
All right. Peace.